Well, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, McWarriors. We are back for another round of MWO comp action. Today, we see another episode of the Championship Series that we are running, and it is today the North American Invitational Series with, I believe, 8 teams. I am Just Call Me Ash, and I have Mr. Curl on here today. How you doing, buddy?
Pretty good. Yourself?
I am all right. I'm up early. I didn't have too many beers last night, so I'm not even like rusty under the belt. Nothing. I'm ready. How are you? You're looking beautiful, mate. What happened there?
Yeah, well, I decided to try and clean myself up, step up for the higher level program we're doing this year.
Got your haircut cut for just for us.
Oh yeah,
that's dedication.
Haircut, clean the chin up a little bit.
Oh, you know what? I didn't shave, but it's Sunday here, so stuff that, man. I am not doing that shit on Sunday. No way. I'm not happy about shaving on Sunday. I shouldn't have to do that. So I might shave later, but yeah, not happening this morning. Would you like to bring the bracket up? I think the bracket is up there. Just to quickly go through with the viewers what we are doing today. We've got a round 1, round 2, and round 3. So we've got game 1, game 2, game 3, game 4. EMP CSPS is being hosted on MWO Leagues 2. So if you want to check that match out, head up over, have a look at that. Today, our first match here on this channel is MJ12 versus 228 DFA. And then I have absolutely no idea who we're casting after that. I should look. We've got match 4, which will be SA versus WKL. And then we have match 5 over here, which I believe is the winner of this match here, and then EMP and CSPS. And then we're going to round out with match 7, which is the final, so the winner of the semi-final number 1. Excellent. I'm excited. I think it's going to be a good match set. 4 teams today go through to basically secure a spot in the finals. So pretty cool, pretty important. And the teams have got map ban links, so we will maybe get into that. Let's let them know.
I am harassing them via chat.
Okay, sweet. Right, just letting these guys know that they're actually doing the map bans live. Kerlon is much more technologically advanced than I am, and my internet too, actually. So hopefully we have a nice stable cast here, and also we get the map ban today too.
And it looks like we've already got the first ban out of the way. Caustic Valley's punted by MJ12. There goes Mining Collective.
Ooh.
First drop is Canyon. And apparently some deliberation on 228's part.
I'm just trying to work out how to turn you up here. You're a bit quiet on Discord for me. I'm sure your voice is right for everywhere else. That's all right. Give me a sec. Where are we? Well, they're having a little bit of a think about the bans. There's a little bit of confusion here about the map ban on the chat here within the teams here. This is a little bit different to the way we've previously done map bans and stuff like that. So please bear with the teams while they just get underway here. So they've...
Yeah, for those that...
MJ12 have banned Caustic. We've got 228 DFA have banned Mining Collective. So those 2 maps are out. Now they just go for drop 1, 2, and drop 3, which are the 3 maps left, and obviously they pick their side. So as you can see, Red Team has Team 1, I believe, on Canyon.
Yeah, so I will be swapping players in the lobby here shortly.
Oh yeah,
but we'll let them finish the bans.
Yep. Okay, so we just let them know that's what's happening. We do have a bunch of giveaways as well today, guys, to run through. I've got, what have I got sitting here? We have Oh, I need to send those to you, actually, mate. We have... Oh, no, people can message me for it. That's all right. We've got mech bays. We've got a bunch of 500 MC codes. We've got some premium time. And we also have some GSP codes. All important GSP codes. They save you some high level of grinding. high level being, 50 GSP points is probably get potentially 30 or 40 games of quick play to level a mech. So not bad, right? Pretty good. That works. Now, the teams have done... Oh, teams have picked all their sides. Do you want to run through who's on what side and doing what?
All right, so first drop is going to be Canyon Network. We're going to have 228 as Team 1. We're then going to move to Tourmaline Desert. 228 is going to continue to be on the drop 1 side. Finally, Alpine Peaks, where we'll see MJ12 for drop 1. So I'm going to shuffle lobbies and see what we can get rolling here. Start the clock once I get them shuffled.
Beautiful. Looks like my mic might be a little bit too squeaky on my side. I'll change that in a sec. That's why I'll just turn it down ever so slightly to fix that up. That's all right. That won't alter anything for you. Right. Teams are just swapping sides at the moment. And then we'll get underway. The first drop, which is Canyon Network here today. We have 228 DFA are going to be on Team 1. And Team 2 side is going to be MJ12. Do you want to flick over to maybe the map planner? And I can do a little bit of drawing here while we wait for these guys to get back into the lobby. Right. Team 2 side is MJ12, so they are over here. Oh, we're on Domination. I'll change that to Conquest. That looks better. Now, I would imagine Theta can be quite important. Kappa is also quite important from the Team 2 side. So we might well see from both teams here a Alpha Lance sort of setup and maybe some early aggression from both teams in and around Kappa. If one of the teams can early snag Theta, that as we saw last week during the EU matches, actually could provide quite an advantage in terms of map control, because it's very, very hard to take back Theta depending on who and what and where mechs are, where the mechs are set up along here, even further up here, depending on what team side you're on and all that sort of stuff. Epsilon is generally whoever gets there first takes it. Epsi from the Team 1 side coming in this way can be a little bit risky, especially if Team 2 starts heavy Charlie Lance. You would probably expect some heavies or assaults to be in that Charlie Lance spawn. So trying to take that FC cap early can be very, very risky if you're from the Team 1 side. That said, you can actually get up here fairly easily in a light if you would like to scout all further around here. There's 2 little points here that do give you some really, really good sightlines down and along to sort of see what's coming. Is Team 2 going to be doing an aggressive push? Is it maybe coming from Team 1? You might even see Team 2 here put some mechs up in here to Junkyard. We've seen that's quite popular. There's a few sightlines and angles basically all the way down, even across here too, actually, towards Theta. A little bit harder to hit Theta from there, just due to ridges and heights and all the rest of it. You can actually sit on this backside here of Theta and not actually get shot from Junkyard, as long as you're not an Annihilator or something with a nice big periscope above your head. So these teams have both sort of favoured a little bit of tradey play over the last probably 12 months, but it's going to be interesting to see who potentially plays it better. Now, what do we have here? Alpha Lance. Just quickly, what is it? The 228 DFAs have got a bunch of guys in Alpha, 1 in Bravo, and a bunch of guys in Charlie. Looking at the names, I'm going to say that Charlie is going to be their heavy lance, as fairly standard, and Alpha is 3. What I would say is probably going to be 3 lighter mechs potentially. So I think we might well have this little fight over here at Kappa early, which could be quite important. And the way the MJ12s are setting up is, again, fairly heavy. Oh, fairly heavy here in Alpha. So I suspect we're going to see an early fight at Kappa, and that can potentially make or break a match. What was it last? Who was it last week? It was oh, geez, I can't think of who it was now. It was Eon. Eon and JGX, sorry, the fight at Kappa, and then I think Eon sent a Warhawk over to Kappa, and then all of a sudden JGX were in a real tricky spot, losing a Lightning very early on in the piece. So Kappa can be a very, very, very nasty place depending on how and when you get there. Oh, look at that. Dude, teams are locked.
Teams are locked. We didn't even use the whole 5 minutes for both of them.
Have a look at that. Teams are on the ball today. Let's go. Hell yes. Let's do it. Drop number 1, 228 DFA and MJ12 coming up. Oh, yeah. I'm excited. Yeah, let's wait for the map to load in. Oh, MW Leagues giving out some subs there. Well done. And as it is September, if you would or have a spare sub with your Twitch Prime, anything else, all subs and donations are basically going to the prize pool. And actually, the more subs we get, we potentially will have front page of Twitch when we come to do the final series. So if you would like to jump on board and support the channel during September, that would be really, 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 really awesome. And you know what? I just got spectator bug again. Awesome. This happened last week on Tourmaline 3 times to me.
All right, well, I am currently over on MJ12's side. I'm staring at a Javelin, Grasshopper, Vulcan, Warhammer, Stalker, Assassin, Warhawk Prime, and a Blackjack.
And yeah, to the right side, here we have a Vulcan 5T, Javelin, Huntsman, Mjolnir, Grasshopper, it's an interesting choice. Nike a D, Madcat, Vapor Eagle, and a Summoner. I'm guessing Vapor Eagle is going to be PPCs.
Yeah, we've got some PPC fire going across the map. No real engagements yet.
Is that Theta nudged? No, not quite. Draven there nearly trying to cap Theta, but just sort of struggling a little bit. Oh no, he's just managed to nudge it. Now, he's not, Draven's still staying there at Theta, actually. He's definitely not keen on leaving. Oh no, he's had enough. A little bit of trading going on here. On the right-hand side, we have a Summoner going at it, and I don't know what else, actually, because I don't have my overlays. Oh, and the Madcat to B. There's
got a light fight.
Well. I see there's a little light fight going on over here. Do you want to call that light fight? Because I can't see who's who.
Well, Stranger come knocking in. The Huntsman just got melted down. Bit of a loss for 228 early. Honor Wolf, Verti, and Conback for MJ12 now retreating back towards Kappa. Seabiscuit in the Vulcan contemplating giving chase, getting a couple last pokes in with medium lasers, but I don't think he's going to push his luck.
I think that killing our husband very, very important there, but MJ12 did quite a bit of damage to do that. Honor Wolf 62%, Verti it looks like 65% as well. So they're taking, they got it down, which is pretty important, but was it worth it in terms of the overall tonnage and armor trade for later on with those light mechs? We'll find out.
That's shifted a good chunk of 228's mechs. Meanwhile, rest MJ12
Invictus,
pretty much
I think, just ate a strike. Just looking at him there, he's just dropped a little bit down to 84% in that Madcat 2B over here near Epsilon. I think Tios ate a strike as well. Just 66% behind that rock there. Now what do we have here? Over in the we have a Stalker over in Junkyard who looks to be still quite fresh. Hasn't taken a hell of a lot of damage here. But again, the main fight is kind of there's not much happening at Epsilon still. I mean, the 228 DFA is slowly moving up here towards the corner on Epsi, but still it's almost stalling here. The caps Epsilon isn't even capped on either team's side, so there's no major cap pressure here. We do have 228 DFA trying to take back, what is it? Kappa up here by the look of it, but yeah, no dice. MJ12 are definitely not going to give up Kappa there, and to be honest, I wouldn't either. Very, very important to keep Kappa at this point, and they're full capping that now. The assassin there, what's that, on a wolf, I believe? Oh, 58%. He's quite weak.
I look away and strikes go on Kappa.
Yeah, still strikes on Kappa. It looks like 228 DFA now. I've kind of stalled him. Tios is at 54% as well, so he's taking some damage from, I don't know what he's taking damage from. Looks like another airstrike potentially here. Let me just see if I can get into his mech and have a quick look and see where he is.
Yeah, he is open one side, torso, center, arm.
CT open, torso open as well. That's 6 ER larges. Wow, that's hot. So that's going to 100% be XL. So they're going to be very, very careful there. Now, it looks like 228 might be getting a little bit more aggressive here on the FC corner. They do need to make something happen. And to be honest, they could almost push around at the moment. As I mean, Tios is going to get double tapped once and he's dead essentially from that match, or even a good hit there from what is it, the Night Gear of Foxy. Pickled Dax is down to 62% as well. I don't know what's going on there. Let me try to have a quick look.
I'm going to be curious to see Foxy's damage numbers. He's still at 96% armor. That armor would have been handy for a push.
They're still having this little tickle fight over here at Kappa as well. Like, 228, they're still trying to take that back. But now there's 3 mechs over at Kappa for MJ12 at the moment. So MJ12 could be about to come around this corner for a push. And it's going to be 2 versus 3. Seabiscuit and Draven are definitely, even though the percentages are not in MJ12's favor necessarily, they just have more firepower. And no, they're running away now. I think 228 may be finally giving up on Kappa here. Oh, it's hard to say. I mean, they're kind of split up right now when 228 are down a mech, and MJ12s have got so many weak and open mechs. It'd almost be just group up, just push, and just take a risk and try and make something happen here. The longer this game goes, it's not going to go well for 228 DFA being a mech down so early. I mean, they've still got plenty of percentage. Seabiscuit, Draven, Foxy, they've all got really good percentages. And there's a bunch of absolutely destroyed mechs on MJ12's side. I want to see a push from 228 here. It looks like they're coming up to Epsi corner. There's another mech moving up to Theta. I think they're reading my mind. Here. Yes, here comes the push around Epsilon corner. Focus fire heavy there on that, what is it, on Frio in that Warhammer 2C. They're pushing across Theta as well now. There's some mechs coming across Theta here for 228 DFA.
Invictus, 41%. He's in trouble.
Yeah, Foxy Shortbus just crosses in the open. Is getting absolutely torn up here. Invictus has lost an arm, so he's only half a Mad Cat at the moment. This is not ideal. Oh, we've got the Summoner on the corner as well. 228 are eating some damage, but look at MJ12's percentages. There's a lot of super hurt, weak CT cord mechs here.
And mechs just start dropping.
Mechs are just going to start falling here. Oh, Draven goes down. Bang! Seabiscuit is down. Invictus goes down. Honorwolf is dead, but look at the MJ12's percentages. They're still alive. I don't even know how this is possible.
Tios down to 36%.
He's at like 12%. Giggity goes down.
Wow.
Pickled Dax goes down. Self-destruction's all over the place. So was that a misplaced, poorly placed strike, perhaps? I don't know. But MJ12 are going to walk away with this drop now. But, geez, look at the percentages. Look at the percentages for MJ12. This is, 228 not going to be happy about this. Looks like we got some chat in there talking about the heat bug. Don't tell me the heat bug is back again. Another comp match with heat bug. Don't tell me. Oh, gee whiz.
Well, there's a request for a redrop.
Well, you can't. Drop's underway. After 1 minute, drop is underway. Doesn't matter, heat bug. All right, damage numbers. We have Commodore there with 608 in the Warhawk, Tios and Brower in the mid 500s on the winning team there. And for 228, we have Seneschal there in the Summoner, 689 damage, huge damage, but unable to convert any kills there at all. And who got picked early? I think it was Stranger Come Knocking, only 200 damage there, got picked off really early. Probably kept 228 on the back foot there, unfortunately, for too long. And that Epsi corner push just didn't quite convert the kills that it should have. Tio should have gone down straight away. He was open torso, open CT. One single shot should just about have finished him off straight away. So I think that probably hurt that push around that corner. And what was it? The Night Gear. Foxy Short Bus took an incredible amount of damage really fast coming around that corner. Whew. Interesting drop number 1. There we go. Now, drop 2. Where are we off to?
Well, let me just cheat and go back to the map van.
Yeah, let's have a bit of a look there.
So, drop 2 is going to be Tourmaline Desert, and we do not flip the teams.
Oh, well, that makes it a bit easier, doesn't it? Nice and easy. Alrighty, what I'll do in the meantime, I'll grab these. Actually, no, I'll keep the codes, and then maybe after this match set, we'll do a couple of giveaways, perhaps. I'm feeling some MC. I've got a bit of MC to go today. We've got like 8 MC codes, 500 MC codes to give away today. So I think we'll start there.
Good place to start. So for those watching, you want MC? Be active in chat. There's no triggers, but you got to make some conversation in chat for the tool to pick you up later.
That's it. Make sure you're active in that chat, and don't forget, guys, September is on at the moment. All subscriptions, so basically you get to sub for half price, and I think it's getting subsidized. So great time to sub here to MWO Leagues, and at the very least, please get us a follow. All money, subs, bits, all that sort of stuff is all going into the prize pool here for the overall player base here, for the overall prize pool for players and everything like that. So make sure you get in on that if you would love to support us here and all the players playing this season. I think we're up to like 35 teams so far for CompQ or something like that. So that is huge, actually.
Yeah, especially considering it hasn't been open for that long. We've had, 4 windows so far?
Yeah, we've only had like 2 weeks of games. So yeah, there's only been like four, maybe 5, I think up to 5 windows now, maybe. That's incredible. Either way, like really good showing. There's been a heap of games played. We are going to try and set up for a fight night next week. We'll probably post some more information about that in the next 24 hours. So next week, Thursday's window, EU and North American sort of time zones are going to be heavy on the Thursday and the Saturday. I believe a lot of these streamer teams on next Saturday, North American streamer teams are sort of going to be playing. They're the more sort of casual dudes. They'll be up and running next week. So if you're still looking for a team, make sure you jump on MWO Comp Discord. We have a player recruitment channel there. Jump in, have a chat, post your stuff up there. Maybe someone will pick you up, or maybe if you're looking for an extra player, you can grab that player that you might be missing and go from there. Oh, doing a little bit of player swapping here, 228. Okay.
228 might have specialists.
Talk to Belmont here. He's asking me some questions.
Yeah, while Ash does that, we're about 2 minutes into 228's time to get their mechs sorted and locked.
Excellent. All right, do we want to jump over to map tactics? And I will change that.
There you go, sir.
Okie dokie. Some arrows there in the right spots. So 228 on the team 1 side over here. It's not working. How do I this freehand going on here? Oh my god. 228 over this side. So they're going fairly heavy alpha. Alpha Bravo. Looking at it at the moment, they're all about to lock in. So no one in Charlie at all here for 228. So no early Kappa capping. Looks like it might well be a Theta and Epsilon control here. No fighting over Theta. Over Kappa whatsoever, which can go well sometimes. Generally not so well from Team 1. But most of the Assault players are in Alpha, so we could see a very aggressive push over here potentially. We've got the MJ12s here. A fairly heavy in Alpha Lance by the look of this, and some dudes in Charlie Lance. Interesting choices here. Interesting choices. Oh, no. Of course not. No, MJ12 are now moving everybody around. So what I just said has no standing anymore. How do I erase that? There we go. So they are now Bravo and Charlie heavy. So they're not even going to try and defend Alpha. Maybe they are expecting here the MJ12s for a push across from 228. I mean, that's what I would be if I saw a bunch of mechs in Alpha and Bravo. That's kind of what I'd be expecting. So perhaps MJ12 setting up here for maybe a little bit more of a ranged game. Though Bravo Charlie does put them in a little bit of a sort of a precarious spot when it comes to Theta and map control, because it's very hard to get to Theta quickly from Bravo and Charlie land. So we'll wait and see. These guys are about to lock in. So I would say with these guys being heavy here, we're definitely going to see some Kappa and early Sigma, probably some range mechs here. We're talking about the Spire over here, so doing the long range business all across the map here. If we've got guys here in Charlie Lance, you could end up seeing someone potentially come around to here. You can also control quite well through here, down at Kappa with one assault as well, and some lights depending on what's going on. Like I said, 228 is still heavy Alpha and Bravo too, so could be quite a push across here, or just an easy, you could easily, 228, just sneak Theta, Epsilon, and just basically just nab Gamma, very, very easy to do, and force MJ12 to come and play your game, especially with MJ12 heavy in Bravo and Charlie. It's going to be very interesting to see. Well, teams are locked in. I think we're ready to go. Let's do it.
Pushing the button.
All right, let's do it. God, you loaded in bloody fast. I'm still loading.
That's that sneaky North American internet.
Yeah, it's definitely not Australian, that's for sure. Well, I'm going to wait till the next fly in so I don't have any more spectator bugs. I get too excited. I press all these buttons way too early, and then it just bugs out. Very, very annoying.
And before anyone calls me out for it, yes, I realize I don't have the kill counts updated on the scoreboards. I got to go back and look to make sure I get that right. I don't want to put wrong numbers in.
I don't know what the kill count was. I think it was maybe
7, I believe.
I can't remember. Well, sorry, 1 or 2 kills for 2-2. I can't remember if it was 1 or 2. Oh, man, really? I've just been bugged again. Are you serious? This is really starting to get on my nerves. I have to leave it to you to do a little bit of what's happening here, mate.
All right,
well. Though, I can see you doing a fairly aggressive push straight over as we kind of thought here.
So 228
81P, what's that? ER large, ERLs and the Marauder 2C as well for 228 DFA. So not a strong push, just a controlled point there for 228. They've obviously taken Theta fairly early and should be able to full cap this. There's no opposition here from MJ12 whatsoever. Take full advantage of that 228 right there. Full cap it. Yes, excellent. That's exactly how you need to be playing it. But what they need to do, though, is also cap Epsilon and get this early game pressure on the caps. The MJ12s are sort of sitting up around the Stargate here. Oh, someone just ate a strike there. Who was that?
Stranger come knocking down to 90%.
Ate a massive strike there. What's that, 67%? And Brower as well, taking a little bit of a hurt there in the Annihilator. Jeez. I'm not sure this tactic here from MJ12 is working out that well at the moment for them. We have a strong cap control now from the 228s. MJ12s are starting to move up here on the right-hand side a little bit, but the 228 guys in the back corner here have a, Hellbringer Virago up here of Lawrence on the back shelf, controlling any mechs that are trying to come around this this Kappa side of the map, just to the right of the Stargate from the Team 2 side. And they're not able to really do much here, MJ12. They can't get towards Theta. They're getting eaten as they cross over to it. We've got MJ12's lights here popping up a little bit towards Theta. The Vulcan and whatnot moving up here.
Oh, Dith has finally been spotted off on the far right.
There. Not sure this is going to work out that well for MJ12 at the moment with the lights here, because basically we've got the Vapor Eagles not really in a position to do much, and well, I don't know, neither's the Annie really. But 2 mechs on Spy here for MJ12. Interesting choice. Not sure I would have gone with that myself, especially when the strike damage. I mean, you look at just what one strike has done to John McFuzzy's Hellbringer, not realizing that strike was coming in. They're trying to, MJ12 are trying desperately here. They know that they need to get Theta back. But 228 have actually got some excellent map control here. Giggity is a little bit weak there at 76%, but not open or anything like that. Just eating some percentages down slowly. Nothing to be too worried about at this point. What do you see from your perspective, mate?
Yeah, it's kind of a slow walk into Theta by MJ12. They get a mech in there. He shaves a couple points off it, then takes damage and has to peel out. They are switching the mechs up.
Lucky they're watching that one there. Who was that?
Dith and the Javelin?
The little Javelin, yeah. Lucky he saw that airstrike coming in, because that would probably taken out half his mech.
Yeah, so they've burned some armor shaving Theta down, but
now the lights here are doing a little bit of a Wolfpack hunt around the side here. On the right, they're coming around, but they've been spotted. They are aware of what's going on here. So 228 are now turning to react to this.
John McFuzzy and the Hellbringer got taken out.
Get out of there, or Draven is going to die. He can't fight 3v1. I'm not entirely sure why he's trying to do that. But now the 228s have sent a little bit more reinforcements over here. Oh, now MJ12 are being pressed again. They are unable to do anything about this little light, with this little light sort of Wolfpack push here. 228 reacting reasonably quickly to that. That was good work. Still maintaining caps. 228 now have 115 cap lead, and they are slowly chipping away. John McFuzzy went down. Oh, I didn't even see that. Yeah.
Just as their light pack was coming around, they managed to clean him out. I didn't catch to see what it was.
I didn't see that either, yeah. But 228 now have been pushed well back into the low ground. They have been unable to now hold off this little MJ12 push and harass. The MJ12 Annihilator has even moved up here, but they still haven't bothered to do anything about the caps yet. They should be decapping Theta on the way through. This is kind of important. Not right now, but if this fight goes for another minute, caps are going to get more and more critical. Now, 228 are trying to trade here, but they're all trading from different corners on different edges here, and one by one. They're not doing sort of timed trades here. They're harassing from the left and the right. This Incubus here actually has ER Larges from Seabiscuit on his Incubus. That's interesting. Okay, MJ12 now sorting out Theta finally. but they didn't. He runs through Honorable runs through Theta and doesn't finish it off. So 228 still have 3 caps here. They now are at 510 to 360. This is becoming more and more important here. Oh, bang! Seneschal drops Tios down in that Vulcan there, pop-tarting very, very heavily and getting smacked. The Annie is getting shot in the arse here from the Wolfhound. The Annie goes down. Stranger come knocking. Draven gets Brower down. I think this is falling apart. MJ12's push is now falling apart. They are all going to be shredded here. And 228 haven't even lost a mech yet. Giggity gets down on a Wolf. Oh, wow, wow, wow.
Frio is about to get ganged up on.
Very well timed for MJ12 at all. Summoner now about to get hammered here by Frio. They're about to have a little bit of a nibble on his legs, I would assume. And the cap's 580 to 400. Doesn't matter what happens now. 228 have this in the bag. And we're going to go to drop 3. Oh, look at these percentages now for 228. Look at this. Look at them all. Their mechs are all ruined. Like, they're all knackered. They're all open somewhere. They're shredded somewhere. I mean, we've got open CTs. We've got open torsos. The Incubus for Seabiscuit is still rather fresh. I mean, Lawrence has lost lots of torso there on his Hullbringer entirely. Draven Colt's Wolfhound here has 1-touch torso, so he's 1 touch from death because he's XL, obviously. Oh, woo.
Start the Jaws theme. Here they come on Konglord. Seabiscuit first.
Oh, and Victor's missing those PPC shots there. And they're just coming in now to finish off Konglord. Konglord trying to twist his way like he's at a 70s disco. 70s disco? I don't know, maybe. He's about to be finished off. There we go. That's it. Oh, well, might even go down to caps if Konglord can keep twisting it long enough. Oh, he gets down Foxy, though. Oh, at least
he's done a good job deflecting those lights. But there's the kill shot.
1 kill. At least 1 kill on the board there. Oh, dear me. That did not go very well for MJ12 at all right there. Oh, shit. Let me go through these damage numbers here quickly. Invictus there, 800 damage in the ERPPC Summoner, doing some massive work there. I also suspect quite possibly some strike work there on those mechs from MJ12 on the F5, I think it's F5 Spire. Konglord there with 690 damage, doing some big work there as well in that ER Large Zeus. John McFuzzy only 264 in that ER Large Hullbringer. That strike early really, really hurt. Must have been some huge damage on him for sure. But otherwise, pretty good spread for all the other players there. Woo-wee. Well. Okay.
Yeah.
Readjusted my
unfortunately, I can't give you the detailed damage stats because our tool for that is not cooperating.
That's all right. Sometimes has a little bit of a moment, but well, 1-1. People wanted some tight, fast drops. Well, you're not going to get it with 228 and MJ12. They are going through to match 3. And we're not too far behind schedule so far, so that's pretty good, actually.
All right, so Alpine Peaks, and I need to swap teams.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Alpine Peaks. This could be a massive trade fest. All right, I got Deadfire is going to be a ref for match 4 after we do this drop set, so that's all right. Just let me quickly type back to Deadfire here. Now, let me have a look. I'm getting reports in that EMP are doing quite well here so far in their early drops. Okay, they're swapping their stuff out. The clock is on here. Do we want to go quickly to a little bit of map strategy? Where are we? Alpine Peaks Conquest. Let me alter this one up. There we go. Okay, so we have MJ12 here on the team 1 side, MJ12, and 228 on the team 2 side. Alpine Peaks always plays out interestingly depending on what team basically does what. Do you take Gamma early? Yes or no? This is and also Theta. Theta does have a little bit more of an advantage from Team 2 to be taken early by a super fast light, simply because of this ridgeline here in pink, just drawing that there, is quite high up. So you have to come over the hill and sort of drop off the edge into Theta from that Team 1 side. So you can cap Theta fairly quickly and easily. What you can do from Team 2 is quite easily do this. Send the mech up to Sigma as well. Like one light goes here and one light goes there. Some early caps, very, very strong. Team 1 can also do the same thing. Come out here to Sigma as well. You can actually do almost send one light out to Gamma, Epsilon, and Sigma, and not actually worry about Theta at all from Team 1 side. Kappa, very, very hard to take from Team 1 position. Pretty easy to take from Team 2 position, Kappa being over here. So yeah, Team 2 does have some advantages, but Team 1 also does too, because you've got a lot of hills and higher ground that you can use from Team 1 to put fire all across the map here. And of course, as I sort of pointed out before, in the purple, we do have this ridge here. So it's quite good for trading as well. Hell, we've even seen teams go right up the top here to Indigo 9, like right up the top, and send one dude up there and basically not do a hell of a lot other than have total vision of the map. And information can be very important in an ER large fight, especially with distance, seeing who's coming where, responding to pushes, rotating out forces, all that kind of stuff. I think some teams have even sent like a ER large Panther or something up there, super light, super fast. I think it's got range quirks or something as well from memory. Don't know off the top of my head because I just don't play lights because I'm not very good at it. So yeah, it's very, very handy. And if you do that from the Team 1 side, and you have, say, the Team 2 guys using these hills and ridges here to trade in these directions, a little mech up the top here sometimes can actually be a real bloody pest. So Team 1 have locked in. MJ12s have locked in to, what is it, Alpha and Bravo. Bravo Charlie. Okay, so Bravo and Charlie here for MJ12. Just to note, there is nothing here in Alpha Lance, so I would say they're probably not going to Gamma early in the game. We'll wait and see. 228s now are just moving their forces around. I'll give you guys a Lance report in a second. Where are we? Fairly heavy Alpha so far, and fairly heavy Charlie so far. We could see 228 sneak an early Gamma, Kappa, and Theta here. That could be very strong. It could also be very strong here from the Team 2 side. I think that's how it's going to work out. Most of their heavy players, heavy mech players are in the Charlie Lance here as well. So, although Draven the Cult is in Charlie Lance, and he's a light, so I'd definitely say they're probably going to Theta early. I'd be surprised if 228, based on their Lances at the moment, are going to try for Sigma as well. I would definitely be saying Gamma, Kappa, and Theta. Just looking at the Lances, of course we will soon find out, because they're locked in and we're ready to go. Hell yes. Let's do it.
Now, so if you've got your one light in Charlie with the heavier mechs, do you have the time to quick cap Sigma just to get those couple of points, knowing you're going to lose it later?
I'm just having some inquiries from Mr. Dadfi here. I'll be back in a sec. Okay, these mechs are starting to come in here. I'll be 1 second. Still having a quick confer here with the referee. I don't know what's going on here. Hang on a minute.
All right, drop ships have landed.
Okay, drop ships have landed. Okie dokie. Right, I haven't lost my damn overlay this time. Unbelievable. Yes, I can finally do some proper bloody shoutcasting. Chat, you have no idea how excited this actually makes me. I hate the bloody bugs this game has. Okie dokie, right. Team 1, you want to run through that while I have a quick look at Team 2 and what's going on over here?
All right, well, Team 1, we've got Incubus, Ice Ferret.
Ooh, shit.
Sunspider, Wolfhound, Battlemaster, Stalker, Warhawk, and another Blackjack.
Well, have a look at this. 228 have not gone to Gamma at all, but instead they run a commando straight to Theta, and there's going to be a very quick fight here at Sigma from Draven and Khan Bactia. What is it? Incubus versus Javelin. Now, Incubus is only 2 ER large. That's interesting. Okay. I suppose that's probably all you can fit on the Incubus now I think about it. So they do have a very, very light cap, and by light cap I mean a absolute slither here for the MJ12s. But obviously Theta and Kappa is controlled by the 228s here. Seabiscuit needs to get out of Theta. He's full captain. He has done his job more than enough. He does not need to be there any longer. Full caps for both. Only Sigma, like I said earlier, Sigma is only just been ever so slightly touched. So it's not going to take much work or effort here for 228 to take it back. And that is what they are doing right now.
Draven has found the one spot.
This little,
strike.
What is it, like a fuel canister or something, right? And he's been able to take Sigma. Oh, shivers, no he hasn't. But you know what's important? He's decapped it. Not quite as critical as taking the cap there. I mean, taking the cap would be a hell of a lot better. But you'd settle for that right about now. You'd settle for decapping it because now you have a 2-1 cap control lead. But Draven said, no. I'm coming back. I'm going to be that annoying, pesky little dude. And I'm back. And now 228 have a 3 cap over MJ12 who are just ignoring caps again. They have a mech going to Gamma at the back here. What is it? The Wolfhound. But it's still going to be well in favor here of 228 in terms of the caps. And they are racking up caps very, very quickly now. 3-2. Already nearly a 50 cap lead very early in the first 3 minutes of the game. Seabiscuit is at 85% there. I don't know what happened to him. Oh, he's open torso as well. Someone got a very clean burn into Seabiscuit there. I feel like he stood still because he's got an open torso and basically nothing else.
Foxy Short Bus and the Grasshopper for 228's down to 70%. I think he ate a strike.
Yep, just looking at his mech, he's just eaten a strike. And Stranger Come Knocking has just eaten a strike as well. Luckily, he had some RNG blessing there and only ate 1 shell, but 7 shells basically fell next to his feet. So that could have been disastrous there for Foxy. But in the meantime, we've got another Sigma play here. Khan Back is taking Sigma, but he hasn't seen the airstrike right on the cap point. Oh, Khan Back, he's down to 93%. Oh, that could have been worse. Oh, wow. There is some RNG luck here for these teams. Invictus here in this large Nova Cats doing some trading, but now MJ12 have basically corralled 228 into a corner. Look at the map. Look at that mini map, guys. Honor Wolf now is coming around the back here as well. He will definitely cause some problems for Giggity, who has not seen him yet at all. He has no idea. Honor Wolf here in the Wolfhound is doing a long flank around the back. They definitely have not seen him yet. This could be absolutely disastrous. It's now it's a 2 cap all lead. What is that? 228 unable to control Sigma, and nor is MJ12. But
however, they've got a unit on Theta.
Yep. I just seen that as well. Khan Back has dived into Theta. So it's now going to be 3 caps MJ12, 1 cap 228. So MJ12 turning the cap war on its head. But 228 still have a 70 cap lead. Oh, airstrike on Theta. Khan back gets out of there just in time, but it does stop him capping Theta entirely here. Whoa, this is just coming down to percentages. Lawrence is beaten up here in his Virago. He's just about to lose a torso in the open there.
Invictus also down to 41%.
Now, Honor Wolf here on the right-hand side is starting to rotate around the back here. He's going to pin Giggity down. They do know that that the Wolfhound for MJ12 is there. Giggity is coming around, but I mean, this is a very annoying light here, you know. Like, Giggity now, an Assault, has been taken out of the fight because he has to go and deal with the Light Mech. Dravencolt needs to get over here and back him up while Honor Wolf is in the open. He's just running through open ground here right now. Literally doing, well, not much, but just annoying Giggity now.
He's also drawing Giggity into that PPC fire.
Yeah, Invictus, Draven, and Giggity are all over Honor Wolf here in the Wolfhound. And what is that on the hill there? Ice Ferret Prime for Tios with, what is it, two ER PPCs. Just harassing, not doing a hell of a lot of damage at that range, just being a harassment. But Honor Wolf is in trouble now. He's about to get jumped. This could be very, very important here. Very, very important here for 228. Honor Wolf is just about leg. No, he's not just about legs. I lied. But he's just about leg now. Oh, no, not quite. No, bad burn there from Draven. Didn't open up the leg. Giggity's moved in, though, but no, now...
It doesn't look good for him.
A fairly big amount of damage here. Honor Wolf is getting shot in the butt, in the leg, in the arm. He's CT one touch now. He needs to be put down. Okay, Honor Wolf self-destruction there. That was probably going to happen. I mean, he was cherry red anyway. But we now have a 3-2 cap lead here for, the MJ12 guys. They're starting to pull the cap back to even Steven point. But Lawrence is very weak. Invictus is also very, very weak. Where's Invictus gone?
He's down the hill.
Oh, no,
he's now low.
Not missing a torso, but he's open torso. Very open there. Peeking that constant that constant left side. Invictus needs to switch hills. He can't keep picking that same corner with that torso. Stranger Come Knocking also open torso here as well. Foxy Short Bus here for 228 is wrecked. Open CT and open torso. The percentages, even though Honor Wolf is dead, the percentages are very much in MJ12's favor. They are now about to come into cap favor here. Oh, 228 are going to struggle to make something happen here now. They need to take back Sigma, but the strength here of MJ12 on this left-hand side controlling that map is not going to do much.
As you say that, Seabiscuit is making a run for Gamma.
I just saw that in the background there. A little neck going for a bit of a run towards Gamma. 228, this might be what 228 needs. They need to maybe almost stop taking damage right now and just literally let the caps come back into their favor and force MJ12 to do something. MJ12 still controls Sigma, and now they control Gamma. Tios in the Ice Ferret looks like he's responding to Gamma, but it's not going to be quick enough to do anything about it.
So small correction, it's 228 with Sigma.
Again. Oh, this is just the back and forth of these three caps right now. Oh, huge airstrike there on John McFuzzy. He was backing off the hill backwards in a straight line. He didn't walk left or right and just ate a massive strike, and he is now CT open. Only yellow, so not too bad. But still, nonetheless, it's open. Invictus is just, oh, gee whiz. Invictus still alive, 34%. Open everywhere, just about. Torso is cherry red. CT, not much structure left, only a little bit of armor. Ice Ferret finishes off Seabiscuit. That must have been a shot in the torso there while they were having a little bit of a fight over Gamma. But now we have 228 who are no longer controlling three caps anymore. It is now 620 apiece. But MJ12 now have basically flipped it to three caps. 228 now have no choice but to do something, but they have no armor to do it with. Khan back is fresh. Frio is fresh. Brow in the Stalker is fresh. 228 have just eaten way too much damage. I'm very skeptical if they could pull this off here. Unless they can get another cap back right now and just control it for a minute just to get the cap timer up. That's the only option that they have here. And that is exactly what Dravencolt is doing here right now. He's trying to take back Theta. It is very, very important. And they basically need to throw all their mechs at Theta and control it, maintain that three cap, The only chance that they have right now to win. And Draven Colt is unable to take Theta. I think that is now going to put the game in MJ12's lap. 3 caps, 708
Draven's
to 686.
They're coming for him. Draven is down.
Finishes off Draven. That's it. That rounds out the drop. I'm going to call it there. 228 are unable to convert the win here. MJ12 with some luckily timed cap pressure. 3 is going to go, 750 to 712. Geez, that's pretty close on the caps when you think about it. Not bad. Or 714. There we go. And that puts 228 into the losers brackets. And MJ12s go through to the next round. Let's have a look at the damage numbers here. Theo's 580 there in the Ice Ferret, John McFuzzy 559 and 560 there for Kong Lord. Not bad, good damages all around there. And 228, Seneschal there with 445. All the other mechs, not a hell of a lot. Invictus there with the 5VR large, only 189 damage over about 9 minutes. So doing a lot of probably fairly maximum range engagements there. So, there we go. Interesting. 228 getting the early cap pressure then, but MJ12 ended up pulling it and turning it around, and just overall this game making the better trades and percentages going in their favor. Well. That was a long damn match set. A little bit over time. We're about 15 minutes over time, but that's okay. Now, let me work out who we have next. Let me have a look.
The scoreboard will fix itself in a moment.
Yeah, that's all right. I'm not too worried about the old scoreboard here. All right. Now we have match 4 on MWO leagues. Okay. Now, who do we have here? Let me have a look. Why am I looking at the wrong? I feel like I'm looking at the wrong channel at the moment.
So if it's match 4, that's going to be Smoke Adders versus White Knight Legion?
SA versus WKL. That would be correct. Yes.
All right.
Let me just refresh.
I'm going to kick some people and get things set up.
Knocking CSPS there, 2-0. Yeah, okay. So MJ12, it's going to be an MJ12 versus EMP round 2. I think we're casting that one. Match 5. Yes, I believe we are doing that later. But in the meantime, we have SA versus WKL. Now, I believe it is going to be... who's the team leader? It's I think Samaru, Mr. Samaru, or whatever however he spells his name in game. I can't remember. And SA. Now, who's the SA team? Oh, I bloody forget. Just let me have a quick look here. In the meantime, I'm going to do some giveaways. How's about that while we're waiting?
Okay, got 137 people pulled in for the first giveaway.
Okay, Mr. Samara, who's put his name into team chat there for you, mate, by the way.
Awesome. I just need the Smoke Adders leader, as they're going to be team 1 to start, well, at least for the map ban anyways. So, 137 people. We're giving away MC first? Yeah, I'm giving away MC. We'll figure it out later.
Yeah, we'll do MC. Sorry, yeah, we'll do 2 MCs and then we'll do 2 mech bays. How's that?
Okay, so giving away all sorts of stuff
while we're waiting. Yeah. Oh, can you invite Deadfire to the lobby as well?
Okay.
When you get a sec. Deadfire, one word. And Mr. Samara, I'll give you his in-game name. One word. There you go. Okay, who was the winner there?
It's Voodoo.
It's Voodoo.
ITSVO.
Okay, it's Voodoo. Make sure you send me a message, pal. Send me a message on Twitch, and I will get you that 500 MC code. Well done.
Okay, and next one.
I've just sent you the names of the guys there we need to invite for the next lobby, mate. So they're all sitting there ready to go.
Okay, it's gonna be Mad Cat.
Ooh, Krasnopesky.
Now wait a minute. Are we supposed to let people?
Oh, I just kick out the casters. That works well enough for me.
Yeah, fair enough.
That's good enough. You want to invite Mr. Samara and Mad Cat in the meantime, and then we'll run another 2 giveaways for 2 mech bays.
All right, I have an invite out to Mad Cat.
Sweet. And then Mr. Samara as well. And then we should be not too far off. We can do the map bands and get into it. Hell yeah.
All right, so invites are posted. Okay, there's Mr. Smaru.
Excellent. We can do 2 more giveaways if you want. We've still got 2 mech bays to go.
I like giving away stuff.
Yeah, let's just run 2 more while we wait for, what is it, SA team to arrive here in the good old lobby. Who's our winner there?
Verti, MWO.
MWO, right, just writing that down. Well done. Make sure you guys are sending me messages on Twitch, dudes, so I can give you your codes. Just flick me a private message, and we'll be all good to go. And we can do 1 more mech bay.
All right, last mech bay giveaway is rolling.
Host me raffle? That feels like an account that's just there to win some giveaways, I reckon.
What are you talking about? That's a perfectly normal name. I work with a host me drawing. Yeah, that's it. Totally. Okay, I see smoke adders in the lobby. So, give me a moment. I will get some map band links out, and we can get that part figured out.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Look at that. It's been updated. So EMP and MJ12 round through to round 2 there. And, I believe that knocks out 228 DFA. It does, actually, because, yeah, we've got the winner of 228 Blackwatch and RJF, SA, and WKL, which is the match that we're doing right now. And that'll be the next two matches. Then we'll move on to round 3, which is the finals. Okay. Just setting up the map band here, doing the giveaways. Please, dudes, don't forget, send me a message on Twitch there, guys. I am spamming the Twitch at the moment with my name and stuff. I have been spamming it, so if you don't claim your prize, we will just put it back and redraw it, right? So if you're not here and you're not paying attention, you're not watching and you miss out. So we do a redraw, well, a reroll later, like once we sort of get through these drops, maybe.
Okay.
Okay, these guys are doing map band. You want to run through that, mate?
All right, so same idea as we did before. Let me get them going. And while they do that, I'm going to finish setting up. Okay, banning collective banned already by Smoke Adders. White Knight Legion responds with Alpine Peaks. So now we're waiting to see what the first drop is going to be.
Ooh. That means Canyon, Caustic, and Tourmaline. This will be interesting. Okay. Okay, hell yeah. Caustic, boys. Maybe this is going to be Looms. I don't know.
Canyon first, Tourmaline second, Caustic third. Now, who's going to be where? Alright, so for the first drop, that's going to be Smoke Adders Team 1, White Knight Legion Team 2.
Ooh. Okay.
We're going to flip it for the second drop.
Yep. Waiting now. It's like this weird waiting game while they all pick their sides and stuff, you know?
I think this is also the first time we've made them pick sides via map ban, so series pass, it's always been fixed.
This is true. Normally it's just been a fixed map ban because everyone has their team sides in all like previous comps, like what is it, Marshall Olympiad and the others. Everyone knew what team side they were on before we sort of started, so it's generally been okay, a little bit easier to sort out. But this time around, they also not only do map ban, but they also pick the team side that they're on as well. So just making it that little bit extra complicated for teams. So teams are just getting used to this. Obviously, it's the first time a lot of these teams have done that too. So please excuse the minor delay here, guys, while we do sort this out. I'm getting some whispers for prizes and stuff. So there we go. Oh, someone's disconnected. Yin Yang looks like he's got some sort of connection error, but that's okay. We'll sort that out. And in the meantime, Kenya Network, let's go to a map strat then. Let's do that. Right. Turkey, so let me reset the map. Where are we? Canyon Conquest. Who do we have on Team 1? SA. Ooh, okay. Team 1 is SA. These boys are down this end of the field, and we have WKL up this end of the field. As we've seen so far tonight, there is, and also last week, there's always quite a bun fight here at Kappa, and there seems to be all the lights and mediums going, having a little bit of a powwow over here. And then we have sort of, excuse me, assaults and heavies on sort of both teams in these positions, sort of duking it out. It's almost like there's two separate fights going on Canyon Network so far in most of the drops that we've seen and casted thus far. So I wonder if we're going to see that again, or is one of these teams just going to just sort of not quite YOLO push, but maybe even send maybe one mech from maybe SA, does something a little bit sneaky and goes to Kappa, just enough to draw attention and get 2 or 3 sort of lights coming around here, while they just big push in here and do something a little bit maybe a little bit crazy, a little bit get a team off the back foot. SA can be quite aggressive, definitely not out of character for them. So, but they also don't mind a bit of the trading either. And WKL, this is going to be very interesting too. They don't mind a bit of trade and a bit of aggro also. And looking at both of these players on these teams so far, we couldn't see either. I think we could see either.
Yeah, of the two teams, if we're going to see anything unusual, I think it's going to come from White Knight Legion. They've been more interested in exploring alternate tactics.
I would definitely agree with that. Yeah, you're going to see something a little bit odd. It's most likely going to be WKL doing it, or ultimately what also happens is WKL doing the most epic of throws, literally throwing themselves out of the bed and at the wall. What is it, like The Exorcist style? Bang, something really crazy, and you just sit back going, "What was that?" They do tend to do that. So a bit of a wild card drop, not knowing what's going to happen sometimes. Okay, where are we at? How are we set for the timer?
We are approaching the 1 minute warning, and Smoke Riders apparently has a crash they're dealing with, so.
Well, doesn't matter. They've got 5 minutes, so that's it. We can't wait for 20 minutes to sort this out. So where are we at? There's
50 seconds.
Lancers around at the moment. So wrong colors. Panic alert. We are sitting currently here for SA. We've seen this a lot, actually, this Alpha Charlie a lot over the last week and a half, 2 weeks. We've definitely seen this quite a bit. And the same thing, again, the Team 2 side, and like I was saying earlier, there's this Kappa fight, and sometimes an early Theta Cap as well. So it's very interesting to see how it goes. They're just locking in their Lancers at the moment. Yep, still very heavy Charlie, very heavy Alpha. I suspect it's going to come down to this Kappa Theta again. At least for SA side, once they lock in and see what WKL is going to do, WKL could also do quite an aggressive push as well. From the Team 2 side, a little bit harder. This sort of roll around this corner can actually be quite a little bit more difficult, I feel, from the Team 2 side. Because if you do stall here, and there's some rocks and stuff here, and you can kind of get stuck on it in an assault, and it gets really, really annoying. And then basically allows, if the SA guys are here and sort of visualize this push coming in through these areas, it will allow SA basically just to backtrack here and set up a nice big wide firing line, ready to sort of absorb it and react to it. It depends if they put a mech sort of up here. Even if they do have their lights out here, it's enough time for them to sort of roll around. Even we saw, I think last week, some teams sort of roll around the back, or it might have been the reverse sort of around that way, but it does allow, because it's not stock mode this year, lights are running 120 to 140 Ks an hour, generally speaking. So it doesn't take them too long to react if there is a sort of a big sort of push this way. And then you kind of sandwich then, and then it is up to WKL light, not to sort of get too far ahead of the group and then roll back and deal with that light presence and pressure at the rear end. But we have here for WKL, look at this, Team 2. I think they're locked in, and it's Alpha Bravo. Ooh, no Charlie Lance at all. No. Family Feud. Interesting. Okay. Oh, WKL up to something. These Lancers, they're up to something, mate. You were right. I think they're going to wildcard this again. Let's go. They're locked in. They're ready. That's enough. Ooh. Let's go, baby.
All right. No one said anything. I'm doing it.
Yeah, just launch it.
Yep, and there's the lock just as I hit it. So.
Yeah. Yeah, Alpha Bravo. It's going to be interesting. Interesting Lance's choice here from WKL. They are not opting for that Charlie Lance, any junkyard pressure, any early pressure around, what is it, the C4, C5 hills. There's a couple of good hills around there. I mean, you can get there from Bravo Lance, but it takes you significantly longer, especially in an assault to get there. I think it's like an extra 10 to 15 seconds. So this is going to be very interesting to see. So, all right, you want to run through the blue team, I guess. Oh,
all right.
You start on the on the red. I'll go through the blue team. How about that?
Okay, well, I was going to say, I'm on the smoke adder side. I'm just curious, of these 4 big, fat, heavy mechs, which one is going to throw it in reverse to grab Sigma?
Well, it looks like for smoke adders here, Krallies in the Macad B is going back to do Sigma. We have a Black Lana, Macad B, Knight, Novacat, Nokia, Hellbringer, Mad to C8, Irby, Vapor Eagle, and a Mislinks here on smoke adders. What do we have on WKL?
On WKL side, we've got Wolfhound, Trebuchet, Vulcan, Zeus, Sumner, Grasshopper, Awesome, and a Vapor Eagle.
Now, this is a huge push up here to Theta for both teams. Again, this Theta fight is just every match. It's very, very heavy around Theta. It's like all the teams feel that Theta is very, very important in the early game. Totally ignoring Theta here. Totally ignoring Epsilon. And WKL's bigs are pushing through the middle channel here as if it's quick play.
Did we just watch a Wolfhound?
8R here. So there is some LRMs going on. Narc and ERPPC there on the summoner of Ragnar. So there's going to be some attempts of some Lerm action here. They have a Trebuchet as well, which is Lerms. WKL are going to try and wildcard this and Lerm it. Interesting. SA just need to get out of range of Lerm's Ricky Tick and find some cover.
Ragnar caught a little bit of that strike.
And go and do some capping too, right? But, okay. WKL have stalled incredibly here in this back corner of radio. No, back corner of the Kappa, really. I mean, and they're just going to eat a strike here. Oh, shit, there's a massive strike on Samaru. Cyclone Jack. Oh, you know what? RNG didn't go in SA's favor then. WKL ate basically no damage at all. And like 3 pallets nearly hit. Gee whiz. So SA are rolling back here. They have Keps to the right of the back here. There's a strike on Unfearing. Does he realize it? No, he doesn't. And he goes from 88% to 82%. So not too bad there, all things considered. Basically nothing, actually. Took nothing. Protellus is taking some massive damage here, straight down to 81% just by trying to cap Theta then. Got absolutely punished for it and is now down to 74% from one peak at Theta, jump jetting, trying to get away. Not working
Smoke
in his
adders,
favor.
meanwhile, eating a massive strike over by
I've just
Judas
seen that on McGraw and Skinwalker here. Huge strike on McGraw. He's down to like 61% now. WKL have taken Theta, though. The slither cap Theta.
Mad Cat's going to have something to say about that.
Is going to oh, Mad Cat's trying to take Theta back, but he's standing in front of 3 mechs, and he's gone from 90% down to 76 in 1 second. He's now down to 72%, trying to decap Theta here. Oh, and Astinius in the Irby moves up as well. I don't know what's going on here. This is some strange tactics from both teams. I don't know why SA just don't go and cap Epsilon. They don't need Theta right now. I mean, they do, but Epsilon is far more important to get that tick cap going, while WKL nearly 110, 120 caps in front right now.
Again, RNG kept that strike.
Geez, I don't know what's sort of happening here. There's this stalemate at Theta now. No one wants to do anything. Everyone's just sort of sitting here, just poking and trading and peeking at Theta, and no one's really doing anything. Oh, big strike there on Ragnar. 82% down to 67% from one airstrike. That is massive.
There's Theta and Epsilon.
Oh, there we go. See, Theta, Epsilon, Gamma. They don't need to do anything else now. They've just now Smoke Adders now control the game. They don't control the game right now. They do have to hold Theta for quite a while now to get the damage back, the caps back in their favor. But Ragnar, 62% is now down to 47%, 45%, open torsos everywhere. And he's just lost a torso. Ragnar's about to go down. 31%, 30%. What is that? Krails there is absolutely giving him the beatdown of his life. WKL are now moving up here on this right-hand side, walking across the train track, which is like quite possibly the worst place to go. Mad Cat finishes off Ragnar there. SA are in a very commanding position now. WKL had no narc left. The narc was on the summoner. They can't hold their locks. Hold locks. Hey, that lovely joke there. And they're walking. Oh, WKL are throwing hard now. They are walking across the train track. That is such a bad place to go. You're in the open. There's no cover there. Oh, dear. They're trying to get aggressive, though. Krails is really nailed here in this Mad Cat B. He's nearly lost a torso, so he's nearly halved. Scout Derek halves him. Oh, no. No, sorry. Derek takes his arm off. So that Mad Cat is only half a Mad Cat now. There is a UAV up, allowing some Lerms to come in, but SA are now running away. They realize they need to run away from IS Lerms. That's not the tactic. You run at IS Lerms. You don't run away from them. But that's what SA are choosing to do here. Walk backwards from IS Lerms. I mean, you could just basically charge in right now and win the game, to be honest. You've only got an awesome and a trebuchet. The Vulcan's not going to do a hell of a lot. And Samaru here is in a 7 ER large Zeus, which is, 6 ER large Zeus, which is super hot if he gets pushed upon.
Mad Cat and his Mislinks has got a nice flank.
More Lerms. Oh, gee whiz. Running away from those Lerms wasn't the best choice. He's open CT and open leg. Caps are now back in WKL's favor, and they still hold a 50, 60 cap lead right now, because they've back capped Gamma at the moment. Kind of like the slow rotation. Oh, Samaru picks up and just gets absolutely belted by 3 mechs all at once. They were waiting for him. Judas,
does it again.
McGraw, Krails, and Shin are all absolutely wailing on Samaru. He's just lost all his weapons now from that 1-2 peak there. Oh, this is bad for WKL. This is bad. This is not very good for them. Oh, Shanrak pokes around the corner and gets absolutely belted upon as well. He's at 57%. He's open torso and CT. So Black Lantern and Captain Judas can pretty much come in now and finish off all these mechs. I think if Judas just comes around the back here, he can clean up Windscape, Cyclone Jack, and Shanrak, I reckon, on his own. Unfearing puts levels to sleep in the trebuchet there. And I think SA now, it is just... They just need to come in, finish off the mechs as a order of proceedings, and there's no weapons left here for Samaru. He's got nothing left. He's got no ER larges left. He's been crit out, and SA have had enough. They're pushing in now. All the MGs now are just going to crit everybody out. Judas finishes it off. Mad Cat is just going to crit Shanrak to death here as well. Windscape is still learning. Open CT. He's cooking himself. Yeah, Windscape finishes off Skinwalker there. We got Cyclone Jack. Has he got any weapons left? He's got 2 ER PPCs left, but basically no armor. Mad Cat gets down Shanrak. There we go. Unfearing puts down Windscape. And Prototellus and Mad Cat here are going at it. Captain Judas looks like he's pretty cooked, actually. Oh, he's lost a torso, and he's done some significant structure damage to himself. But here we go here. Getting down Prototellus in the Vulcan here. He's been legged. Now they go and finish off Cyclone Jack, who's just open everywhere. Bang, bang, and bang. And now the only mech left is
Scout Derek,
who is open everywhere. All torsos nice and red. And Unfearing finishes him off with the PPC Mad 2C8. And he still has all his PPCs left. Woo! Run through some damage numbers, mate. I need to get a water after that one. Whew.
All right. On the Smoke Adder side, Unfearing and the Mad Cat 2C dropping 776. Kevster, Krasilek, both dropping 660. Big damage numbers. Asinus in the Irby only 28, but look at the capture times. So he wasn't just standing around. On the WKL
he spent a
side,
lot of time trying to cap that Theta, man. He was on off it, getting pressured, getting pushed back. So, oh yeah.
Yeah, WKL's damage numbers suppressed despite bringing the LRM barrage. Your damage leader being Prototellus in the Vulcan at 498. Fairly decent spread for them, just weren't able to turn into kills.
It was literally spread. Well, there we go. Drop 1 done. Now, what are we on for drop 2? Do you want to bring up the map band? Because I can't remember what we're going to for drop 2.
Drop 2, we are going to Tourmaline and flipping the teams.
Oh, flipping teams and back to Tourmaline, and Caustic is the third. Interesting.
All right, we'll get them flipped.
Okay. Flip all these dudes over, and then they get their 5 minutes to lock in. Do you have a rules diagram handy there? I can run through some rules if we have, just for anyone that may be viewing and wondering what's going on and how this tournament is structured.
Okay, rules will cycle up through.
Okay, there we go. So today we're in the Invitational stage, and that is a best of 3, and it is on Conquest 8v8. Full strikes will be able to be used, and tonnage-wise, there is a maximum limit of 480 tons. Very important. And you are limited to 3 mechs maximum on a chassis. So you can have 3 mediums, 3 lights, 3 heavies, or 3 assaults as a max, and then you need to pick other weight classes there. So you can't just stack 4 assaults and say 4 lights and go at it that way. You need to do spread your tonnage out quite a little bit. 480 tons does work really, really well. And another one for this tournament this year with the Championship Series is we are running heroes. You're allowed to bring a hero mech or anything that is purchasable for Seabills or MC in the game. So hence we see things like urban mechs. Saw some IV4s last week, some Urbi K9s.
Had a Virago.
I'm trying to think.
Had the Virago on the first drop.
Virago, yep, very popular mech. Very, very nicely worked there with these with the range on the torso there for the Viragos. Very, very nice mech. What else? I think what else? I haven't seen much else in the way of heroes yet that come to mind, but I'm sure we'll see more. I'm sure we will see more over the time. And of course, there's big fat rewards for this year just for participating, grabbing a bunch of yourself, and you can win some pretty hefty prizes. Very, very hefty in-game prizes there. If you look at it this way, the way I sort of put it, if you look at how much time you would normally play a PGI event, right, to earn your 1,000 MC and this and that and whatever, you might need to play for 100 matches. You only need to play 20 games in CompCube, and you get 5,000 to 7,000 MC,
7,000 MC,
Seabills,
3 mechs worth of GSP,
heaps of stuff, like heaps and heaps of stuff. The rewards are phenomenal. So grab yourself a team if you're wondering, oh geez, should I or should I not sort of participate? Why the hell not? If you make it into the top 30, you get extra MC. What was that 8,000 MC in total? Like, it's crazy the rewards that you do get for participating, and you don't have to be a top you don't have to be a top tier team. It's a bunch of streamer teams, Nutty Rat and Star Wolf and a bunch of other guys that were running last weekend. And you know what? They were just playing to have fun. And that's it. That's what it's about. Have fun. Get your mates together. I've seen a lot of people post up in the Discord and on the forums sort of saying, geez, why didn't I play comp sooner? Even as a casual player, this is so much fun. I'm enjoying myself. Like, it's opened up a new I guess, view of MechWarrior, how the game can be played. Like, just not the mindless drone NASCAR rotations that Quick Play has divulged into. There's actually strategy here and using key points of maps and just not running into the low ground away from the enemy. Like, that doesn't happen in comp play, generally speaking. So generally pretty good fun. Now we have Team 1 is locked and loaded. If you want to flick to the map strat, oh, geez, I'm a little bit behind here. They're already up to locking in Team 2. What are we on? Tourmaline, right?
Correct. And yeah, going back to the streamer teams, Nutty and the Cranky Canadians got themselves up to 11th already. They're potentially actually going to be in the finals if they can keep that performance up for a random grab of people.
I think you're going to be right, dude. I reckon they're going to be top 18 for sure. I mean, you don't have to be fully committed to make it to finals and earn yourself some pretty fat, tasty rewards too. Top 18, no worries. Now, I'm just doing some land circling at the moment here on the map. Oh, wow. Okay, so Team 2 SA here are spread out all across the galaxy. And WKL are basically heavy Alpha Bravo with one lone mech here in Charlie Lance. Now, I don't know what the plan is for this little lone mech, Mr. Cyclone Jack here. I don't know what his plan is there for Charlie Lance, but it looks like the feel that I'm getting from the Lance positions here that WKL are going to be more grouped up and aggressive, and SA with their Lance choices are going to be much more spread out and potentially going for more map control by the look of it. We saw MJ12 try to do the map control here from Team 2 against 228 DFA, and 228 DFA ended up controlling more of the caps, and in the end, controlling the engagement and winning the airdrop decisively from Team 1 on this map. It's going to happen again. Is Team 1 going to be the stronger side here for WKL, or is Team 2 and a bit more spread out map control SA going to do it a little bit different? I think we're going to find out very soon. Very soon. As in, Unfearing needs to lock in right now, and then we can just drop. Not that they're breaking his balls. They've still got a couple of more minutes to go there, so this is okay. It's all good. And just a reminder as well, guys, it's Voodoo, host me, Raffle, and Krasno Persky. You guys need to send me messages for your giveaways that you won prior about half an hour ago. If you want your shit, you need to let me know. Otherwise, I'm just going to put it back into the draw. And I think they're locked. Ooh, let's go. Hell yes, let's do it.
And Kraz, no lying claiming that you don't know how to whisper.
Is that a thing? Come on, surely not.
I have seen some people say it, and I get it. If you've never whispered on Twitch before, the interface doesn't exactly jump out and say, do this. Kraz doesn't get to make that excuse. In fact, if you need help whispering, find Kraz and ask him.
All right. I'm not going to touch a damn thing until these mechs appear on the ground, because I'm going to keep having these problems.
That's right, praise be RNGesus. Jesus. You got saved by him a bunch of times last match.
I'm going to have to run through some mechs. I'm just going to do a quick chat here with the refs. Be back in 1 second.
So, on the White Knight Legion side, we've got Sunspider, Flea, Warhawk, Javelin, Vapor Eagle, Nightgyre, Assassin, and an Annihilator. And it looks like Mr. Saru in particular bringing a hero in that Sunspider ML.
Okay, I'm back. All right, sweet. We're just trying to sort out what's happening next. We got MIJ here in a, what a Bloodus. What has he got on here? 5s or 10s or what? 5 Ultra 5s. I'm feeling again, ER Peeps, Yin Yang, ER Peeps as well. Got an early Epsilon capture here from WKL, but SA have managed to sneak their way up to Theta very, very early. Very, very, very important here. Now they control the map very decisively, whilst they haven't capped it yet. I'm sure SA will get around to it.
So I think
I
the
see what's
theory
happened here. If you have a look at Cyclone Jack, I see why they spawned him in Charlie Land. So kind of put him on this on the ridge near what is it, like the Fox 6 low ground. It's a little spire here. You can kind of walk up. It is very vulnerable to being struck though, so could be a problem later. Oh dear! SA have said we don't like Cyclone Jack being there. We're going to chase him, and so he's got Captain Judas and the Wolfhound already on his butt.
And a strike,
and he's going to get hit by a strike
right in the face.
82% for Cyclone Jack. Astinius is going to chase him up here. They're going to push Cyclone Jack straight off this spire here. They're not having a bar of it, SA. They do not.
This is a 4-on
map control here. But look what's happened. WKL have sounded the horn of war, and here become Levels and Shanrak, and we've got Prototellus all coming in here, and their mediums and lights here to back up Cyclone Jack, and they scare off SA. Now, in the meantime, having a look at the assaults here, Windscape and Ragnar have taken a massive beating here. Ragnar's torso is already open and yellow, and same for Windscape on the Warhawk. Both torsos are open orange already, so very quickly going to be taken off here if they are not careful. Oh dear, Windscape now open both torsos. Windscape has not quite been taken out of the game here, but he is in some serious trouble, damage and numbers-wise here for his percentages compared to the other guys over here for SA, who are basically fresh all round. Oh, hang on a minute. Unfearing has got red internal damage on just a single torso. What has he done here? I feel like he's tried to cook himself, but it hasn't happened. I don't know what's going on. That's interesting. But also looking at the caps, now 3 caps, solid 3 cap in SA's favour here. They probably should have put a little bit more time into Kappa while they were there. An extra 5 or 6 seconds wouldn't have hurt. We'll stop WKL coming around here later. Oh, and Windscape and Ragnar now even more trouble after that airstrike. I think Ragnar is in some serious trouble now. Yeah, his orange torso and CT are very yellow. SA are pushing in with their lights now. They're just going to swarm this Annihilator. Ragnar will be screaming right now because he's about to get pushed in. He's lost a torso, so he's down 2 ER large. CT 1 touch now for Ragnar and then Annihilator. Windscape is about to go down as well. He's cherry red on almost both torsos. It's now a little bit of a light and a medium fight here for SA. I feel like they're going to push in now. They want to be careful not to push too far, though. Madcat finishes off Cyclone Jack and bails out of there smartly because there's a lot of mechs here for WKL. Oh, Astinius is in trouble. Astinius is in some serious trouble. The assassin is jumping into the fight here, but Samaru in the Sun Spider Maul, another interesting choice here, goes down, stripped left and right. Yin Yang finishes off Windscape. Oh, SA are going to... Are they going to clean?
This is turning into a wipe.
8-0. Shanrak finishes off Astinius. It's not going to be an 8-0, but it's definitely going to SA. This one, SA have cleaned up here 2-0. Okie dokie. Let me let these guys know what's happening, and you keep running with them.
Well, at the moment, we're down to Shamrock and Prototellus for White Knight Legion. As Shamrock gets legged and then finished off, Prototellus trying to back out as he's facing a 4-on-1 and gets his clock cleaned as well. 8-1.
Well, there we go.
For Smoke Adders. Very decisive. They ended up with a 4 cap at the end.
Very strong performance there from SA. Very, very strong. Taking Theta early really gave them a strong advantage off. Damage numbers, Yin Yang, MYJ, and McGraw there with in the mid-400s. Windscape there in the mid-400s as well, in the Warhawk there. Ragnar taking some heavy fire, I think, early. Getting opened really affected his trading. Only 265 there. And yeah, the other lights and stuff, bit of low damage overall there, but very good showing from SA. Very, very strong. They brought their A game today, that's for sure. They are here to make a statement today. That was very, very strong push there for Tourmaline. Map control and aggressive movement. Very, very nice. Now, if we want to go back to the bracket, I don't. Where are 228 and RJF? I don't know the result of that game yet. I don't know. Just let me confer with some referees here for a moment, and I'll find out what's happening. I'll let you know.
All right. Well, while Ash does that, the bracket is up. So it's going to be EMP versus Majestic 12. And then we've got 228 Blackwatch versus Smoke Adders. So, Comstar Postal Service, 228 Death from Above, Russian Jade Falcon, and White Knight Legion are not going to get the easy path into the finals. Instead, they're gonna have to now slug it out in the comp queue and try and get into one of those top spots, get seeded that way. And we're gonna see who out of these final four is going to come up in on top. I believe all four of these teams at this point are going to get seeded into the finals.
Yep, that is correct. So EMP, MJ12, SA, and the winner of whatever that other match has gone on, 228 Blackwatch and RJF, are guaranteed spots in the finals. This kind of now just basically sorts out some finalization and some early seeding and whatnot. So now, I will send you... We need to invite Brower again, and I believe Seloth. I think that's how you spell Brower's name. Just let me have a very quick look here. B-R-A-U-E-R. There we go. Brower. B-R-A-U-E-R. Yep, sweet. Okay, cool. Invite those two teams and we can get underway. Do you want to just run some giveaways while we wait for these guys to arrive in the lobbies? I've got two 3 days of premium time and one GSP, 50 GSP code to give away this time around.
All right, we'll do the premium time first.
Premium time, righto. And don't forget, guys, any giveaways, any subs and bits donations that we do get through to the channel. And while it is September for Twitch, you can get a subscription at half price. It all goes to the prize pool.
So 153 of you in the drawing. EMP has hit the lobby. And there's MJ12 in the lobby. Meanwhile, Wook44 is the first premium time winner. So Wook, in 5 minutes when you hear this, whisper Ash on Twitch. Get yourself some premium time.
In the future or something like that, right? Or maybe is it the past? I don't know. Like for them it's current. For us it's like in the past. But we're talking about the future. I don't know what's going on here.
Okay, second giveaway is rolling. And as I've got both teams here, once I've got this giveaway done, I will get them prepped with some Mapman links. Meanwhile, Defunct Artist, you also have won some premium time.
Artist, okay, Defunct Artist, righto. Send me. Make sure you guys send me a message, me please, if you want your stuff. If you don't message me, we'll put it back in the bloody prize pool. I'm still waiting as well for It's Voodoo and Host Me Raffle and the bloody Krasnopetsky to send me their messages. And you other guys that just won, make sure you message me as well. Yes. Who was the first guy that won? I totally forgot.
Woot 44?
Who?
Woot 44, I believe?
Route 44?
I can find that. Oh, sorry. Wook 44. W-O-O-K.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, I think I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
Now,
I've
what
seen
was
him in the
the
cats
other
parade.
item to give away?
I've got a 50 GSP code as well.
Cool. I will pretend to draw that and then pocket it for myself.
And we can get the map band links ready for them too. And Windscape. There we go. Okay. 50 GSP coming your way, buddy. Excelente. Now we get to do some map strategy. Not map strategy. Map banning. I'm going to take a quick bio break, mate. So if you want to run through all that stuff, and I'll be back in a moment.
All right.
Beautiful.
So maybe just a moment while I set things up. Okay, that is good to go. So we're going to flip over here. I am passing map man links out to the teams now, so should see them. Yeah, let's get the right map band up. Alright, so they have been given access to the system. EMP is going to have the first ban. Just waiting to see what they choose. While they do that, I am going to get our system ready for the upcoming matches. EMP has banned Caustic Valley.
Ooh, okay. So Caustic Valley's down, Mining Collective is down. Okay. Interesting. Now who picks what map and then what team side? This will be interesting. MJ12 trying to take the trade to Alpine Peaks, perhaps. Ooh, interesting. Now we just need for them to pick. What are they going to do? Like I'm sitting on the edge of my seat. Here we go. EMP, Canyon Network first.
Tourmaline second. Alpine Peaks third.
Okay.
So this sounds familiar.
Yeah, it does. It sounds very familiar. Canyon Network being the DE Dust 2 of MechWarrior Online. I mean, it's even similar color too, right? Like, it's funny how that works.
Well, I mean, if you want to even go further back, it's two forts.
probably a bit before my time, of at least that game anyway. Now,
so that'll be EMP Team 1, MJ12 Team 2.
Okay. All right.
We're going to flip it up for Tourmaline Desert. MJ12 will take the Team 1 spot, which seemed, well, I was about to say seemed to be the stronger side, but didn't work out for White Knight Legion.
No, it didn't actually. MJ12 were very strong in that last drop. Not MJ12. Yeah, MJ12. Yeah, they were very strong in SA. Also very strong too. Oh no, sorry, no. MJ12 lost their match to 228 on Tourmaline.
All right, I will get the lobby set.
And then we got what
match.
team 1 for if should go to the decider. Team 1 for MJ12 and team 2 for EMP. And don't forget, guys, it is September going on at the moment. You can subscribe for half price to MWO leagues. We're trying to get as many subs as we can at the moment, and then head towards partner, and also trying to get front page for the grand finale of this competition in December. So hopefully we get front page. That'll probably get us somewhere between 2,500 and 3,000 views for the entire tournament, which will be sick and awesome. Hey, Stoney, what's up? Shout out there to Mr. Stone Falcon, very funny man indeed. And yeah, so if you do have a Twitch Prime sub or something, please shoot it over, send it our way. You get some pretty cool emotes and stuff too to use around the place, and all the money goes straight to the prize pool. Have we got a total for that at the moment? Before we go
last I saw, we were at 1,725.
Not bad. Player funded, pretty nice. All right, not bad, not bad.
Yeah. Especially consider it's not really getting advertised around that heavily.
Unfortunately, yes, advertising it is a little bit difficult, but there is on Matcherino. Matcherino, you can purchase all sorts of different options and packages to try and support the tournament here. I will get the Matcherino link up and stick it into the chat when it does catch up, which will be in about 5 minutes. In the meantime, I reckon we go to Mapstrat because the teams are all getting set. Now, what do we have here? We have Team 1 is EMP over this side. We have Alpha, Bravo, and Charlie spread for these guys. That's interesting. Okay. They haven't quite locked in yet, and tonnages are all over the joint. So this may change. We'll wait and see. We'll wait and see.
Yeah, I've still got 3 minutes to make an ultimate decision.
This is true.
I'm actually a little surprised it's taking them this long. I wonder if someone's playing with a mech layout.
No,
they're all in lobby, so no.
You kind of be knowing what's going on. Can your network drop one? You know, like at this stage of the game, it's not as if you've never played Can Your Network before, right? Oh dear, everyone is whispering me on Twitch is starting to give me the shits. Everyone just wants me to say hello. It's like, yeah, okay, cool, dudes, that's nice. You haven't won a prize. Get stuffed. Go somewhere else. Literally, go somewhere else. Bloody pests. Oh dear. Now, where are we at?
2 minute warning.
Oh, in the meantime, we've had a result for the match of 228 Blackwatch and RJF. 228 Blackwatch winning those drops, so they will play SA later. On MWO Leagues 2, actually, right now. I think they will be doing that game over there. Now, let's have a look back at the map strat here. So, EMP are now Heavy More Bravo Charlie, and one mech in Alpha Lance, and that is Mr. Reckless. Interesting choices here. I don't know what's exactly going to happen. Whilst it is obviously my team, the team I play with, and my very good friends. I have kind of been not overly privy to any overall strats, and I haven't even attended a practice in like 3 months because I've been too busy with work, literally, because they all practice during the middle of the day for me, so I'm stuck at work. So, oh no, hang on, we've got 2 mechs now in Alpha, 2 mechs in Bravo. Oh no, hang on a minute, no, what's going on here? 1 in Alpha, 3 in Bravo, and 3 in the Charlie Lance. Okay, I think that's it. I think that is it. Yeah. No. Now they're moving everyone around again. What the hell is going on? Okay. 3 in Alpha, 1 in the Bravo, and 4 in the Charlie Land. Okay. So, As we've seen many times before, when you see Alpha fairly heavily stacked, it's off to Kappa we go. I would say that's probably same thing. MJ12s are moving a few dudes into Alpha, a few dudes into the Charlie here. Looking at the player names, I think again it's going to be this Kappa party we've seen. Lots of Kappa party tonight, and it doesn't look like this drop is going to be any different or whatsoever. And a few more of the MJ12 dudes are also in Bravo as well. So interesting. A very, very spread here for MJ12 across the 3 cap points. So they could be going for more of a sort of ranged strategy here with another mech here potentially. Do they give up Kappa early? Right now, I feel like that might be the better strat for them. Give up Kappa early, go to Theta perhaps, and then maybe try and do a control like this. Because we've all seen this massive fight here at Kappa goes on very early. But I mean, perhaps EMP are going straight and doing a similar thing. And maybe we see like an EMP try and do that. Almost a little reverse of the map. Here we go.
Well, we'll find out in a moment.
Let's do it. And we are dropping, ladies and gentlemen. Now I'm just sending out some giveaways here on the dudes on the Twitch. If you want to run through some mechs when they appear, I'm sending all these lovely messages out to all these good winners.
All right. Well, on Imperial side, Vulcan, Jenner 2C, Cyclops, Warhammer, Madcat 2C, Commando, Summoner, and a Vapor Eagle. And there's your push from MJ12 to Kappa with 3 mechs right off the bat.
I'm just looking at MJ12's mechs here. It is a lot of ER PPCs and ER larges.
And EMP did skip going to Kappa, instead pushing across to Theta, like you guessed.
Well, yeah, okay. So, okay. Just see this here. So we've got the Stimrag, Imminent, and Reckless not going to Kappa at all, but they're not taking Theta either by the look of this. So look at this though. We've got Honor Wolf here in the background. He's creeping up on Mr. Imminent. I'm not sure if he's realised that's what's about to happen here. Honor Wolf is
I would hope
very
he'd seen the UAVs.
Yes. Well, he's about to see from that UAV most certainly.
Like I say, MJ12 kind of telepath their moves by putting up all their UAVs.
EMP are just doing this strong push here on the right-hand side, but Imminent is going to get left behind here. I feel like he's a lot slower than the Assassin's going to be. Absolutely. He's already down to 91%, but they're sending someone into the Commando is in there with Flamers on Brower with the ER larges already. That Stalker is getting absolutely pummeled here. Stimrag finishes off Tios there in the shotgun Jenner. Sellers finishes off Brower there. Big Daka push here from EMP, asserting some big dominance very, very quickly, not mucking around. Imminent is almost a distraction here at the back. He's at 55%. He's just trying to shield and stay alive. Stimrag is coming back to help him. Chimera finishes off Frio there. Stimrag's running around at 61%. 52% now. He just took a big shot from someone. 44%. Oh dear, Stimrag is alive. His leg though now finishes off his leg. Did Menos there self-destruct his PPC Blackjack?
Yeah, I think that was a torso destruction.
Alive. I don't know how. He's got one. Have a look at Imminent there. He had nothing left. No arms, no torso, no legs, no nothing. Somehow taking forever. Vex finishes off Konglord. Bowser finishes off Honor Wolf. Stimrag went down in the middle of that fight there as well. Now it's just Verdi and Khan back left. What do we have here? Vex is torso open, but that's about it. Not too bad. Oh, he's nearly lost another torso. And shuts down. Yep. That good old LFE destruction. Verdi's about to go down there, gets flamed to death. And Karnback is going to get a kill here on Saloth or not. No, he is
not going to be able to pull it off.
I don't think so. There we go. Very strong push there from EMP. Wow. Whew. Bang. Not mucking around tonight. Let's have a look at some damage numbers. Oh, got to
of course they got to finish capping.
No one's capped anything. Look at the map. No one's done any capping.
Well, that was nuts to try and keep track of.
That was a very, very strong, hard, quick push there. Okay, there we go. Oh, Dadachi with another sub-bomb. Crazy stuff. Thank you very much. Don't forget, guys, September is on at the moment. Oh, damage numbers. Chimera there, 670. Oh, machine. Huge damage there. 560 for Bowser. Rounding out the top two there. The Goat there, 502. And on the MJ12 side, Honorwolf there and the Assassin doing some decent damage there whilst chasing Mr. Imminent away around. Imminent only with 71 damage, but I think pretty much was a distraction there where he was, allowing the rest of the team to push up quite easily, having 2 or 3 lights chase him for probably a good 45 seconds to a minute there, letting the assaults basically get in, and the strong, 7-man push there from AMP making a decidedly strong statement early on.
Yeah, they wanted to assert dominance. They didn't even bother to wait to make eye contact.
That's it. That's exactly it.
All right, okay. So we're going Tourmaline Network, Tourmaline Desert next, and flipping teams. So I'll get that started.
Okay, Tourmaline Desert, off we go. So we have, MJ12 on Team 1 and EMP on Team 2. And yeah, don't forget, guys, it is September going on right now. Subs are half price. If you can sub to the channel, that would be awesome. The more subs we get and the more followers we get, we're trying to go for a Twitch partner and also trying to get a front page for the tournament, the finals in December, which would be absolutely amazing if we can get to that point. So while it is September and they're half price, feel like being generous, help out. That would be absolutely bloody amazing. Also, don't forget... oh, geez, I just lost my train of thought because the lobby's all over the joint. All of the subs go through to the prize pool. Any subs and bits and all that sort of stuff, anything that comes through is just going straight into the prize pool. We're not keeping any money or anything like that. I mean, obviously PayPal or whatever it is, will keep a little percent of it or something, or Twitch or whatever it is. But overall, it's all going into the prize pool. For the teams here when we get to the finals. Now we have Tourmaline Desert Conquest. Let me set up some map strategy here. Okay, so MJ12 are Team 1 over on here, MJ12. And EMP is over here. I should probably use the non-arrow, but whatever. Oh, it looks like a Macca's. Like, no, McDonald's for everyone else. The Golden Arches. Okay, so we have...
Great, now I want fries.
you know what? I just thought about it. I'm actually like, yeah, I could go some fries. I could go a burger. You know, I could eat anything right now. I'm fucking hungry. Pardon my French. Now... Alpha Bravo here, strong setup here for MJ12 by the look of it. Moving a couple of mechs around to Charlie, but not set. Fairly heavy Alpha, which has been quite standard as we've seen so far. Some teams it's worked out for, some teams it has not.
Yeah, if you're going to sit down there, you've got to be an effective trader.
Yes.
If you can't trade effectively, get out of there because you're just going to get melted down, as we saw.
As we saw from the
WKL match.
WKL drops. Ragnar and Windscape got absolutely crunched, basically outgunned 3-2 on this fire here, this sort of backward fire exchange here. And that really hurt WKL's game early when you open the torso very early on in the match in your it does cause you to have to be a little bit more passive, and that's a problem. So we'll see what happens this time around. They're very heavy here, MJ12, and they are just about locked in. Heavy Alpha, a few couples in Bravo, and a couple in Charlie. But their main assault players look like they're in Alpha Lance over here. So again, looks like it's going to be some kind of sort of setup in and around sort of this area. It's fairly standard, I guess. And EMP just moving dudes around at the moment. Let's see what they're going to do. Have a quick look here. Okay, there's a couple of guys here in Alpha Lance. So far, a few more than a couple. We've got 4 dudes chilling here in the Bravo Lance. And EMP is down a player at the moment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Someone's in the mech lab or having a bit of a look, or player swap out by the look of it.
Yeah, there's Stimrog. Apparently he wandered off for a moment.
Okay, maybe probably off to the mech lab. Oh no, he's back now. Yeah, fairly heavy Alpha Bravo at this point. Let's see if they move anybody around. I'm not sure they are or aren't. And just a reminder, giveaways, Defunct Artist, It's Voodoo, and Host Me Raffle. If you guys want your giveaways, you need to send me a whisper on Twitch, please. If you don't by the end of this match set, so once we have a winner decided here and who's going on to the next round, I'll just put the code back into the draw.
So Kraz did get a hold of you.
Oh, no, Kraz hasn't sent me a message yet. Let me have a look. No, he hasn't.
Cheeky guy.
No, he hasn't sent me a message. So yeah, MJ12's, like I said, in the green line, probably going to set up quite around here. There is a couple of guys out here in Charlie Lance, though, so I'm not sure what exactly they're planning here. One of them is their light player, by the look of it, I think. So wait and see whether maybe they're trying to do some early Kappa, perhaps.
Early Kappa, or as we saw in the WKL fight, I think the theory was get one of those guys high around the Fox 6 area to try and prevent the cap on Theta by just tickling whoever shows up.
Yeah,
didn't quite work out that way before, but
didn't work out in the end. Forcycle and Jackie got pushed off there pretty quickly, but then WKL did respond pretty quickly as well. So it is looking Alpha Bravo heavy for EMP. It could well be a push in this direction, perhaps, if they're doing exactly what they did last game, more of an aggressive movement here, perhaps, or maybe EMP are just holding here and MJ12 are more aggressive. We'll find out very soon because we're loading in. There we go. Now, I wonder how the other game is going.
Well, I mean, we could call a hold and go check.
I'm sure the teams would absolutely love that, right? Hold on a minute, dudes. We need to go find out what's going on the other channel. That would go down an absolute treat. There'd just be a lot of question marks in the chat. Be like, what? Okay. Waiting for the dropships to arrive. I might go over the other side of the map. I'll have a look at the EMP side because you'll spawn on the MJ12 side.
MJ12 happens to be bringing Sumner, Vulcan, Vapor Eagle, Annihilator, Battlemaster, Wolfhound, Nightgyre, and first Piranha of the night, I think.
Oh, EMP putting their lights in Alpha Lance rather than all the heavies, which is what you and assaults, which you traditionally see, and then making a beeline straight to Theta. Very interesting. Very interesting choice indeed. Freo taking a few shots there, so getting some free damage there from EMPs. A Blackjack up here. In Summer, what's he got there? He's got 4 ER large on a Blackjack 3. Okay, that's interesting. And Theta early cap here from EMP, straight up to Theta early. And if we look on that back corner, they put Verdi in that Vulcan right out the back there, in that Charlie Lance for MJ12 to maybe go and nab Kappa, but I feel like he's going to have to come back to the fight because EMP are moving up fairly strongly here. It looks like another aggressive movement from EMP. We do have some range, though. Chimera and Vex here, ER large and ERPVCs. Doing some range control while, I'm guessing, while Bowser just sort of moves up here. We have one cap, which is Theta for EMP. Epsilon is taken for MJ12. Oh, Theos just took a massive... no, Theos has cooked himself, actually. He's taken some structure damage to his legs, so he's overheated himself early in the game and is down at 63%. So eaten an airstrike and also cooked himself, which is not ideal at all early on. But in Kappa, though, there's a little fight over here between Stingrug and Verdi at Kappa. So Verdi's plan there from MJ12 rather, was to obviously try and get that Kappa at some point. But it is now being fended off because Reckless and Stimrug are not letting him have that. And there's going to be a problem here for Verdi if he sticks around much longer. He has taken Kappa, but he's going to scurry off very, very quickly. Stimrug getting some good burns there on his legs. Verdi's legs already orange armor, so not too far away from being taken off. Prowler in a Battlemaster 1G up the back. Not much happening up there. He's sort of getting pushed. EMP are definitely moving up here just to the right of the Stargate. Slow aggression, slow Mac movement. EMP now have Kappa and Theta. Looks like Seleth is walking backwards to, what's that, Sigma. Out the back there, fair enough. Interestingly, that no strike has been dropped on Vexius yet at all. That Spire spot is generally a fairly easy mech to hit with the strikes if you're aggressive with them and coordinating. Oh, Teo's down to 55% now. What happened there? Taking some more damage. Teos is not far off being CT done. Well, Brown's 78%, but he's not open anywhere at all. He's actually pretty fresh. Some very, very spread damage across there. What else we got here? We're just doing some ER large trading there. Vexius down to 83%. John McFuzzy, not too bad. Not too bad. And he's Vapor Eagle. What's on that? I think it's 1 ER PBC and 4 Clan AC2s. It's an interesting choice of loadout there. I can't say I've seen that before. A lot of FaceTime though, and the Vigil not the tankiest mech. And John McFuzzy has just lost a torso and is about to lose his CT. EMP are sensing blood there. Bowser does eat a little bit of a strike, though. Goes down, drops about 8%. But it's all spread damage, so no harm done there. Brower's using the terrain nicely here. A lot of PPCs going into the terrain and not actually hitting him at all. And the lights, though, Lucas moved up here. In the meantime, Honor Wolf, Karnbacht, and Verdi here are moving in on Mr. Reckless, who's at the moment alone. And is he going to be able to get away or not? I don't know. There's a little wolf back here from MJ12s. Reckless is running for his dear life here right now. Stimrog has not turned around to help him yet. Reckless is open leg now. Open leg. They've got to be very careful now. Reckless have to play very conservative. MJ12 are going to dive here on Kappa by the look of it. And,
right into a strike.
Yeah, right into a strike there from Karnbacht. 59% now. That's not good.
And here comes Bowser.
For Karnbacht, and he's got an open leg as well. That's not good. See what's coming? Bowser. I feel like the Jaws music needs to start playing right now. It's like, da 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 da. Oh,
that's strike number 2.
On the cap point on Kappa. Can't back down to 43%. He's 2 legs open. He's in serious trouble now. Can't back is going to go down. Reckless probably running in a little bit early here. Doesn't lose his leg. No, he does lose his leg. Reckless is going to go down here. The Piranha, the MG's finishing him off there. Honorable finishing off.
Off don't let that strike finish Con. That's just going to be wrong.
Yep, Khan back getting legged in the process of Reckless going down. Khan back is leg. John McFuzzy is still at 34%. Frio now is down to 49% as well. What's happened to him? Oh, not much. He's open torso, but that's not too bad. Brower now is CT crit for sure. Yep. Brower is CT one touch, pretty fresh everywhere else. And EMP are now moving up here. Chimera very fresh. Mago pretty fresh as well. Same with Imminent. So Reckless is down, but the percentages are definitely favoring EMP. Stimrug finishes off Verdi. Khan backed his legged. So Bowser's going to pop up here, I believe, and finish that off in a sec. Bowser got an open torso, but otherwise not too bad. Like 2 separate fights going on here again. Khan back is about to go down. Stimrug is going to probably finish him off. Oh no, Bowser gets the kill. And EMP now have, 3 caps. And they're also taking Epsilon over the back there in the Selith. Chimera finishes off Brower there, bang through the center of the CT. I feel like EMP can just basically just hit the W key at this point. John McFuzzy gets finished off by Chimera. Conglord there, what's out? I think AC2, Annie, and ERPPC has already lost the torso. That's not ideal. Open CT as well. Imminent finishes off Frio. Imminent running in the back there, of course. And is about to finish off Konglord also, who's just about to lose his other torso. Konglord has no weapons left. Unwolf was running in to try and finish off Chimera, but I think Bowser legged him then. I didn't see who exactly legged him. Tios is still alive, but he's about to have a little surprise in Stimrug. Coming up behind Tios then, not seeing him at all, finishes him off, and that's it. 1 kill for MJ12, and EMP finishing the drop off reasonably fresh there. Do you want to run through the damage numbers, and I'll let these guys know that we're done?
All right. So, looking at MJ12's numbers first, Brower and Konglord in the Battlemaster and Annihilator, putting down the top damage for the team, 374, 351 respectively. John McFuzzy suppressed down to only 75 damage, and then fairly reasonable spread from there. Chimera for EMP dropping 739, credited with 2 kills. Working the Warhawk quite effectively. Bowser 522 and his Mad Cat 2. Reckless only 128 in his Vulcan, but he got signaled out early on. And 300 plus for the rest.
Alrighty, just letting them know what's going down here. So we've got the next task for us is EMP and 228 Blackwatch. I believe there's been a match result. I believe 228 Blackwatch have knocked out SA, I think. Hang on, where did the team go? EMP need to stay. What the hell's going on there?
Yeah, most of them left, so I'm just going to get the re-invite going.
Just let me have a look here. Just reporting in. P over MJ12. Okay, reported that in. So 228 Blackwatch was 2-0 to SA there. Now, who the hell is team 1? EMP, I believe. Okay, so you can re-invite Selith. And who is team leader for 228. We can still go over to a giveaway. In the meantime, because I don't have a message from It's Voodoo or anything.
All right. What would you like to give away?
What do I want to give away? We're going to give away a mech bay. And we're going to give away a 500 MC. Yeah. That looks good.
All right. Mech Bay's going first.
And I've just sent you one last Bytes name there in game. And re-invite Selth. So Selth, the team 1 to start off with. And then, oh, shitters, I got that wrong. Okay, Blazer P. What did you win? A Mech Bay. All right, sweet, cool. Make sure you send me a message on Twitch so I can send you your lovely code for a Mech Bay. We'll do 500 MC for the next one. And we can do some premium time after this as well.
Invites are out to the teams.
Beautiful. You probably want to put one last bite on Team 2, I think.
Oh, yep. Race JC won the MC.
Who was it?
Race JC.
Race JC. You've won 500 MC. And what do we do now? We'll do 3 days premium time. Why not? Okay, who's going to win this one? Gulik MWO, 3 days of premium time. So let me sort this out. Okay, there we go. Let's do some map band links and get this done. Excellent, eh?
All right, there's EMP. We'll get the map band rigged up.
Okay. So that these guys know to send me a message for the giveaways. Okay. Map ban links are coming. Do the teams have them? Teams don't have them, do they yet? No.
Not yet. Getting those now.
Beautiful. Map ban link for EMP there. Beautiful. Here we go. All right. I'll let you do the map ban call, mate. I'll sit and just watch.
Fair enough.
I was going to have some messages to reply to, I think, for the giveaway in about a minute when it hits the stream.
So I'm going to make the lazy prediction that caustic and mining are going to get banned based on what we've seen so far. Hopefully they prove me wrong.
I think it's a toss-up between mining and alpine for the teams. Like, as Caustic seems to be a ban a majority of the time. Oh, MP a ban mining. Okay, interesting.
Yeah, Alpine seems like the stronger choice if you're confident in your trading ability. Mining,
Yeah,
you've
definitely
got that chance that someone could work a brawl strat into you.
Yeah, mining is an interesting map to play in comp. Like over the years, I've seen all sorts of different strats work, and then all sorts of stuff fail too. Like stuff that should work, just people get out of position, or lights overextend past assaults and things like that. And there's so much elevation, and you really, a lot of the time, if you don't have the jump jets on mining as well, can definitely hurt you navigating the map a little bit.
So, as I guessed, Caustic and Mining banned. So we're back to Canyon, Alpine, and Tourmaline. Question now is what the order is going to be.
What are they going to do? I don't know. I'd say we're going to go Canyon first. That'll be seems to be the first pick for just about every team.
Well, and seeing how strong EMP was on it, they're going to prove me wrong and go with Alpine Peaks.
Alpine Peaks first. Okay.
Not what I was expecting.
Not what I was expecting either. Then we get 228 are going to pick their map. Interesting choice here first, EMP. Again,
we haven't seen EMP on Alpine tonight.
No, we haven't. Canyon Network for 228, and the round 3 drop will then be Tourmaline. Okay. You're on to run through the team sides. I've got the whispers starting up for all the giveaways here now.
Yep, just waiting for them to pick. EMP has opted to be Team 2 on the first drop.
Okay.
They're going to be Team 2 for Canyon. So 228 will be Team 1 on the second drop.
Okay, interesting. Ooh.
And on Tourmaline, this time EMP is going to be on the Team 1 side.
Okay.
So a little change up.
Okay. Cool. All right. So what do we got? Drop 1. It is EMP on Team 2, right?
Correct.
Beautiful. Okay. Okay. Now, let's have a look what's happening here. Alpine Peaks. Alpine Peaks. Let me conquest. Okay. So we got 228. Yes. And EMP here. Okay, right. Now I'm just gonna wait for everyone to jump into the lobbies and sort all of that stuff out. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. Send that code over to him. There we go. He's claimed his prize as well. Excellent. All right, I'm on top of all the giveaways now, so that's good. Excellent.
All prizes claimed?
No, as always, there's always one. Gulick, MWO. Geez, he must be up bloody early or something. I'm pretty certain he's European. He normally normally watches my streams like in about 5 hours from now when I'm normally on. So he must be up like super late or super early today. I'm pretty certain he's, I think he's from Russia from memory. I can't remember off the top of my head now. Okay. Where are we at? Right, now. Map ban. Not map ban. Map strategy. Now, having seen these teams and played Blackwatch myself many times from Team 2 actually with EMP, I suspect we're going to see a mech over here for 228 and a mech around here or here somewhere, and then some other stuff moving up in and around here potentially. I would say, I don't know about this whole Gamma business with these teams. Sometimes Gamma seems to be forgotten about, and then sometimes Gamma is taken early. So it could go any way with these two teams. Sometimes it's like they read each other's minds, and then everyone goes to Gamma, and then other times no one goes to Gamma for the first 5 minutes of the match. So we will we will wait and see what happens there. I don't actually know what the hell's going to happen. As far as Lancers go, it doesn't really mean too much. All these Lancers here are pretty close together. All these Lancers here are generally pretty close together. What'll be interesting is if we see mechs in Alpha Lance for either team and known light pilots, then we may well see a Gamma control early. Oh, sorry. Oh dear. That was bad. We may see a movement out to Gamma early. I'm not sure that's going to happen or not. We'll find out. But otherwise, obviously, Epsilon and Kappa are the two strong points. EMP are most likely going to be able to get Theta early, and 228, if they send down here the Sigma quickly, they should be able to do that. Or what you can also do is send the mech up here, actually, and I do believe you can deny Sigma if EMP choose to send someone from Charlie Lance over to Sigma fairly early. As we saw in the NJ12 drop, you can, against that little barrel hide a mech, to cap Sigma from the Team 2 side, but obviously it's pretty vulnerable to strikes and stuff like that. So got to be careful with that. 228 in the meantime have locked in. So fairly heavy Charlie Bravo with one mech in the Alpha Lance. And that's Edmeister. I think he plays a lighter more often. So I think, honestly, we're going to see a Gamma play here early from 228. This will be interesting. How does EMP respond to this Lance placement? We'll find out very shortly. And also importantly to note here, 228 are dropping 5 tons under. Most teams tonight have been dropping bang on the 480 tons without question. I think this is the first time tonight we've seen any team at 475 tons. Very interesting.
I'll have to go back. We had at least one drop earlier, both teams at 475.
Ooh, I must have missed it. How did I miss that? Very unobservant of me. Very, very bad.
We got lots of stuff flying around to pay attention to, so...
it's very busy today, actually. Very busy cast. Lots going on. Lots very well organized today, too, I must say. Having 2 channels running concurrently has turned this from a 7-hour ordeal almost to a much quicker one, and that is in the, 2.5-hour, 3-hour department. So that's pretty good.
Yeah, and the teams have been responsive. This has been nice.
Yeah, it's perfectly timed. Okay, so we just have some player moving around from EMP 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we're going for an even spread here of the Lancers. Now, this is interesting. There's a number of mechs here in the Alpha Lance. So we could well see someone come up. Oh, why am I always getting the color on today? Well, not today. I always do it. We could well see someone from EMP come up here to contest the Gamma as well. I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see this early play. Maybe both teams are going to go Gamma this time early and have a little bit of a fight over it. Not sure. Although, no, having a few more... Oh, no, hang on. No. EMP have decided to change this. And they're now just Charlie and Bravo Lance. Okay. So I think maybe we're just going for a early control of here from the EMP team. And maybe here for... Oh, no, they're moving Lancers again. Why do they keep doing this to me? Can't they just move in their Lance and just stay there for like 7 minutes and be done with it? They're still mostly Bravo Charlie. So this is going to be an interesting choice and a lot of ER large, long-range business, I suspect. I don't think anyone is going to come out and play some brawl random strat that we didn't expect or anything like that. And looks like they're just about to lock in, mate. Beautiful. How are we going for time?
They still have 2 minutes.
Okay, 2 minutes. Don't need to give them a 1 minute warning just yet. And guys, don't forget, any subscribers during September is half price, so it's very cheap. But the more subs we get to the channel, followers, all that sort of stuff will help us aim for front page on Twitch come December when we get to the finals. That's what we're aiming for. And put MWO comp on the map and get, in the past, we've had like 3,500 to 3,000 viewers. So that's what we're going for again. So if you do have a Twitch Prime sub sitting there, or you're feeling generous, please hit that subscribe button. And all money going through there goes into the prize pool on Matcherino. If you haven't checked it out, I believe the links have been popping up in the chat from time to time. And basically you can get behind and support the tournament that way. There is a bunch of other stuff on offer to be able to do. Spend an hour with NGNG, Incoming Missile Podcast. A night with Cycle and Jack, some training with EMP and JGX pilots. There's some artwork options on there. There's a bunch of ways you can get in and support and get involved with the channel. With the channel and with the drops and with the overall competition. So make sure you check those out. And we're launching. Let's do it. Alpine Peaks 228 Blackwatch versus EMP. I think the match that everybody has been waiting for tonight to see, the tall order of the North American sides. Let's see how we go. Okay. Just having a quick look at the refs chat here. I'll be back in a second. Then we're good there.
All right. So, 228 Blackwatch is bringing Incubus, Blackjack, Cyrus, Hellbringer, Battlemaster, Hunchback 2C, Stalker, and a Madcat 2C.
Okay, for the Imperial side, we have Panther 9R, Ice Ferrets, Mad 2C, Hellbringer Virago, Blackjack, Battlemaster, Stalker, and a Wolfhound. EMP not choosing to go to Gamma at all here. It looks like Edmeister is in the Osiris, isn't heading to Gamma specifically just yet, but probably will be soon. Yes, he is now. Bowser's nearly on Theta already, and Kappa already being capped by Seleth there, so that's some very quick caps and control there to get those caps quickly for EMP. Very, very important. And now, how much ticket time can Bowser put on Theta here? Very important. The more he gets now, very important for later on in the game. Two Tomato moving up to, the Hotel 8 hill position here. Most of their mechs, most of their force. They've only got one little mech in the Dom in that back corner of that Incubus. What was it, like that G4 position I was talking about earlier, right in the back left to overwatch that Sigma cap point. But Kappa has enough cap on it that it's not going to be a problem. Theta is capped, and Gamma is now being taken by 228 there by Edmeister in the back of the map.
As you expected.
As I thought, yeah. I'm surprised EMP didn't contest Gamma, but obviously the aim here for them is going to be to then get towards Sigma and take control of that. Now, Seleth here is moving up in the left here in the Wolfhound. I'm not sure if they realise that Dom in the Incubus for 228 is up in the top left corner. I'm not entirely sure they know that yet. I mean, they'd have to know, but... Well, not have to know. You would expect that they would know, but you never know. ERPBC's here for one last bite. Just the two ERPBC Blackjack there. Oh, strike on Archon Adam Steiner, but it doesn't do any damage to him, I don't think. So that's good. Reckless is taking some shots here from the hill. He's just realised now where those shots are coming from. And EMP making a play here for Sigma. Seleth is very far in front here. down to 94%. Has taken a shot in the butt, actually. Somehow he's taken a shot in the ass. He must have run around the wrong way. Bowser now is trying to get onto Sigma here. That Incubus is definitely annoying Mr. Bowser and stopping that cap from up in that top corner of the hill there. Struck there on Sigma, doesn't hit anything. Absolutely in the wind. Seleth 92%. Otherwise, we're just having a little bit of Pokemon war here at the moment.
This is a lot of mass.
Significantly happening. EMP making another play here for Sigma. They're going in with 2 or 3 mechs, so they're going to go in, eat a little bit of damage, strike. And then, they avoid the strike. Bowser avoids that strike. Very nice. And yeah, EMP, what they want that Sigma. They need Sigma to force Blackwatch basically off the back of that hill there. In the meantime, though, Edmeister is coming around the back here towards Kappa. He could drop off and potentially take that later. I'm not sure if that will work or not. Sigma is still unable to be taken there by EMP. Blackwatch now have used like 3, maybe 4 strikes on Sigma, unable to stop it. But EMP here are moving up onto Dom. Dom in the Incubus. What's that? 4? I think that's 2 ER large, right? Yes, it is. It's getting pushed on here by Slip and Seleth. They will be able to take Sigma now. But in the meantime, though, there's been a trade here at Kappa. Edmeister has jumped in while Dom has given up his position over Sigma. Edmeister has been able to take Kappa. So we now have 3 caps back to 228, who now have a nice, big, wide firing line here on the Hotel 8 Hills and are almost corralling EMP into where they want them. Seleth now trying desperately to hit Epsilon here, taking way too much damage, and he's going to go down to all of the blue lasers. He got a crossfire from 5 different mechs then across that hill position there. Not ideal at all to lose a light that early in the piece. Very, very important to have your light mechs stay alive in a map like this. It may come down to it very much later on. Reckless is sitting at he's
hurt
overheated
59%.
himself a little bit by accident. 59%, and he's also eaten a strike too. How do EMP sort this out now? They're slowly hemorrhaging caps now. This is definitely going to be a problem. They need to do something about it. But how do they make that happen? How do they make that happen right now? Just having a little bit of a look here, trying to see what mechs to wear. Stimrag, keeping that guy. What is it? I think it's one last bite on the hill. Oh, Totok is down at 59%. Where's he? Oh, he's on the corner over here. Right, okay. Totok's got a strike dropped on him, and he's already had 1 strike hit him once before, so he's got to be careful. He's open, not open, but very red armor on 1 torso, so Totok's got to be a little bit careful there, not to eat another strike. Admiral Korean Jesus is, he's super fresh. He's just had spread damage all over him. Nowhere near as bad as it looks percentage-wise. Bowser in the Ice Ferret is trying desperately here to get back to Kappa, but he bails out of there. He's like, oh no, I can't do that, and he's copping fire from everywhere. So 228 have a very nice open firing line here, and Bowser's legs nearly open in that Ice Ferret, the ERPPCs. Now we've got what is it? Slipping Griff on the left-hand side here in the Panther, just harassing enough Totok here, just to kind of keep him pinned a little bit, and he's opened the torso. Slip's actually opened up Totok's torso here, so that could be a problem later for the Hunchback 2C. And Dom in the Incubus is actually a yellow leg, opened leg too. Vex has moved up here for EMP. Imminent has also moved up. Just got to be careful not to take too much damage there. Bowser at 59% in the meantime. Don't know what's been going on there. He's lost another couple of percent doing something. Now, we have Edmeister here who is back on Kappa, trying to put some more cap on it, but he hasn't seen the strike behind him. Edmeister has not seen that strike. Oh, and it misses him. Just misses him. That was very lucky for Edmeister. He turned around just at the right time to scoot away from that. That could have been very, very bad. Dom in the Incubus is also now open torso, and looks like he's lost. No, he hasn't lost ER large as yet. Not far off, though. I'm going to look at Totok here. Oh, Totok is just about to go down. He's got no armor on the torso. He's got one torso that's cherry red armor and not much armor on it at all, and no structure. Panic button is open everywhere. He's only got 3 ER larges left, so he's had some of his weapons crit out. That's interesting. This could come into play very soon. Bowser's doing some tricky maneuvers here to run up against the hills and run all the way around the back, but Edmeister is watching him. Edmeister's watching him very carefully. He knows he's coming. Drops a strike on Edmeister, pushes him off the hill. Can they decap Kappa? They need to cap Kappa, to be honest, EMP right here. Bowser's in some serious trouble, taking some big fire here. Chimera is moving up in the Stalker to support there to try and suppress one last bite, who is now open CT. Oh, come on. Does EMP get this Kappa or not? This is a constant harassment of ER larges, and now there's a strike on Bowser. 32%, 19%! Dom finishes off Vex. Bowser's going to go down here. Reckless finishes off one last bite, though. Oh, gee whiz, how is Bowser not dead? Edmeister is suddenly down to 63% as well. Harassing there. Oh, Edmeister's nearly lost his legs. Oh, this is going to be an interesting fight, but I think that it is going to be an unassailable lead of Caps here, and EMP are not going to be able to turn the map around. Edmeister finishes off Bowser.
Reckless self-destructs.
No, I believe. Yep, this is going to go to Black Watch, taking the first drop on Alpine Peaks, getting a very early crossfire pick on Salith, probably leading to, sorting that map out right there, and EMP not taking a full cap on Kappa early definitely hurt them. I feel like they should definitely have put more time into putting some ticket time into Kappa there, and that would have stopped Edmeister diving down on it early and let them have a little bit more control there. Go through some damage numbers, mate. Whew.
All right, for 228. Oblivion in the Hellbringer. 603 is the heavy hitter. Then fairly even damage spread across the board. Edmeister only at 107, but he was pretty good on cap control, so damage doesn't tell the full story on him. The rest of the 228 team in the 200s to 400s. Looking at EMP, Selith and Wolfhound only 101. Chimera 556, Slippingrift 391 in the Panther.
Yeah, the Panther's not too bad, actually. 391 hasn't got a lot of cooling, so
yeah.
And yeah, look at that Selith, 101 damage there, getting picked early, definitely hurt. Ooh, drop one, done and dusted. There you go. 228 Blackwatch taking it out. Now where are we going now?
Well, we take a look back at the map, and we are going to Canyon Network next.
Canyon Network, okay. And while we have some viewers here, do we want to do a quick giveaway for 500 MC? Well, after we swap the lobbies around, maybe. Oh, hang on, do we even need to swap the lobbies around? No. No, we don't. Okay, let's run a 500 MC giveaway then.
Okay, giveaway rolling. And I know the note says to whisper me, but yeah, whisper Ash.
Yep. Send it to me, and I'll get you the codes. Well, it's Voodoo has won again, and he didn't claim his last prize, so let's see if he claims this prize. And you know what? We can do a premium time as well while we wait for these guys to sort their lobby lances and all that stuff out. Okay, so some premium time. And Rhino Cult, 3 days of premium time. Make sure you send me a message for the giveaway, please. Typing that up there now. Well done, gentlemen, on your wins. 228's just doing a little bit of player swapping around at the moment.
And I'm just reviewing the last match just to get the kill counts accurate.
Yeah, that's okay. That's all good. Don't forget, guys, any subs during September are 50% off, and all sub money and bits and everything goes to the prize pool and helps support this awesome community-run tournament that I am sure you're all watching and enjoying. Okay. We have, what is it? 228s on Team 1 here. Oh dear, wrong button. And we have EMP on Team 2. I should probably do it on this side, actually. That's probably a bit smarter. Actually, no. No, yeah, that works. 228. Oh, okay. Now, 228 are set in their lobbies. Quite a few. Again, we've seen this pretty much every time tonight. Alpha heavy, Charlie heavy, and then one dude in Bravo, just the nudge Gamma. I suspect that's probably not going to change too much, more. So that's pretty much what we've seen all night tonight. They're all locked up and everything. And no. $475 to $480. I saw that. Cannot lock an alter. So they've just altered their mechs. You're not allowed to do that. Once you say you have locked, you cannot alter your tonnage. So Team 2 now has a clock reset. All players need to ready up and sort that out. It's a pain in the butt when that happens. So we're Alpha Charlie heavy here for 228, which is fairly standard. We're gonna see this Kappa fight again. I'm fairly sure we're gonna see EMP do this Alpha Lance, Charlie Lance, and there's gonna be this little cat fight that goes on here at Kappa. Who gets it first? Who controls the Kappa? I also still think Theta is quite important. We saw some teams do this earlier on and sort that out. So we do. I mean, you can take Theta from this side. A bit hard to see on this one here, but you can just nudge in here just very carefully, and you can potentially get Theta quite early on in the piece from the Team 1 side. If you go the Alpha Lance, I believe is the quickest from memory. So we might actually see 228 do that here, and then not really worry about Kappa at all, maybe potentially. Although when they're very heavy with Alpha Lance, so I still suspect we're going to see this Kappa play, which has been pretty standard across all the games and matches and all that sort of stuff today. So this will be interesting. EMP now moving to what does it look like? Bravo Charlie heavy at the moment. I'm not sure that's where they're going to stay, or are they just not going to contest this Kappa fight at all potentially? You know. What do you think? I mean, we're gonna see a Kappa fight or not? I don't know. I'm not sure.
I suspect a skirmish at least, because Epsilon is just too open to have that be the cap point you're trying to fight over.
Yeah, I think every team's just given up on trying to go to Epsilon from both sides. It's just more so from from the Team 2 side here. Like, coming into here, it's super open to all of that. I mean, you can sort of come in with a light here and sit behind here, but given all the bloody fat mechs generally for Team 2 spawn here, you just can't risk it with Team 1 either. You know, it is one of those risk versus reward things. I mean, if you pulled it off, well, yeah, you'd pull off the cap of the century, but probably not going to happen. And EMP look like they're under tonnage as well at the moment. Everyone's starting to ready up, except for Imminent, and then they're at 475 tons as well. So this will be interesting if both teams are going to drop 5 tons light. Interesting. Very interesting.
With the way the rules are set, I'm surprised we haven't seen lighter drops in general. Especially on Canyon. If you've got fast mechs, you've got the valleys to duck into, you can run around and harass.
Yeah, well, I reckon when we get to the semis later, and the cast doing a few more casts and a bit more wider ranging teams, I actually think we might see some 5, potentially 10-ton under drops, like you said, and a bit more of that sort of aggressive, lighter, sort of banger movement. Maybe not so many assaults and more heavies potentially. That would be interesting. That'd be cool to cast, a big all-in crazy push brawl.
Yeah, because we don't have a minimum tonnage, so the option is there.
Definitely an option. Yeah, ready to go. Let's go. Let's do it. Off we go. Here we go. Off to Canyon Network, the staple of this this community. It's funny too when you see this map play out in comp. It's just the absolute opposite of quick play. There's control. There's so much map points. There's lots of cover. When everyone just runs around, the quick play just runs around Theta as if it's running around the mulberry bush, so to speak, or like a dog chasing the other dog's tail in the park. Everyone's having a bit of a sniff.
Half the time for me in public play, the races to the crap hill on Theta to die on.
You want to do the EMP side, and I'll do the
all right
2-2 side.
So EMP is bringing a Sumner, Crab, Madcat 2, Commando, Assassin, second Madcat 2, Hellbringer, and a Vapor Eagle.
228, we have Totok again in Hunchback 2CA, Summoner, Blackjack, Javelin, Battlemaster 1G, Vulcan, Grasshopper 5P, and a Mad 2. The Grasshopper is 5 ER large, as standard. That's pretty normal. Archon Adam Steiner here doing a little bit of a wander up. One last bite is heading off to Theta, off to Kappa. I mean, what am I talking about? Theta. Off to Kappa.
And Stimrog with the early Epsilon capture.
Oh, and yeah, look at that. Early Theta. Ooh, we got a Death Strike. Bowser in a Death Strike, eh?
Kappa's going to be uncontested. 228's going to be able to walk right up to it.
Oh, Crab. Look at that. Reckless in a Crab. Medium Pulse Crab, eh? Interesting. McGoat's here in an Ultra 10 Summoner. And oh, look at that. Epsilon early capture for EMP. Unopposed. Unopposed capture there for Epsilon. That's interesting.
Yeah, and they've got a decent amount of mass balled up there.
This feels like it might almost be an Epsilon push. 228 are super spread out right now. Like, super spread out. And it looks like they're more sort of... 228 are more sort of heavy moving towards the Kappa side of the map right now.
And look at Dom coming in with the back cap on EMP Sigma.
That's very, very important to cap that early. Although, it looks like Vex is looking at that and sort of saw it. And, yeah, Dom's not sticking around there. He's down to 93% quite quickly, actually. I'm going to quick look at his legs. Oh, no, he got shot in the back somehow. Okay, I don't know when that happened. Doesn't look like he ate a strike, though, so...
I believe that was a good shot by Vex as he was running.
Sorry, I totally missed this going on here. Stimrag has pushed up here and dived Totok with the ER larges. Stimrag is now on to Admiral Korean Jesus. The push is on from EMP, although it almost feels like Stimrag's kind of out of position a little bit now, but Reckless is coming over here in the Crab. Reckless is going to jump down there, help out. Going to get Admiral Korean Jesus in the back, so that's 2 mechs down. Oh, Panic Button in trouble too. What's happened to him? Oh, Panic Button just missed this strike. The strike was like right on him and it just missed him. So he saves losing a good 20% right there. That was so lucky for Panic Button there. And that would have really, really hurt him. In the meantime, though, it's almost like a Aussie toilet here from 228, rotating around the other way. So they're on Imminent and Seleth having a 3v2 almost with Jiffy Dom and Oblivion here. So the 228 have back cap Sigma, and they now control 4 caps. So whilst 228 have lost 2 mechs, they do control 4 caps and are accruing caps at a very fast rate here. Jiffy is torso rear, but not too bad. Stimrug in the Commando gets just Panic Button.
Blew his back right out.
Yes, the Stimrug killing everybody. Holy shit. So EMP have now rolled back towards their home cap here in Sigma. And Oblivion's in the open, taking a little bit of extra damage there. Seleth and Jiffy are having a little punch on over here at Sigma. I would say Seleth is going to finish off Jiffy, yes. Retakes that cap. EMP are now getting Theta back. It was only a slither cap by 228 on Theta, so that won't take too much. Oh, Dom nicely stops the Reckless capping there. Reckless is now open on the torso on the Crab, but as we all know, Crab very, very tanky. Archon Adam Steiner with the RNG luck there, misses the airstrike, but gets killed. Only took like 4% damage from an airstrike then. Looks like 228 are not going to be able to pull this game off. And EMP sending a message back after losing last game on caps. They're just being aggressive, not worrying about any caps at all, and they're going to 8-0 228, I think. Well, I didn't. To be honest, if you asked me if this was going to happen, I couldn't have called it. Very interesting push there. Epsilon push there from EMP, and Stimrug in that Commando diving in early on, I think Totok really getting them out of position early. Whew, fast, aggressive drop. And we're going to drop 3, ladies and gentlemen. Run through some damage numbers. Ooh-wee.
Well, on the EMP side, actually, no crazy high damage numbers across the board. Your high damage for EMP, 482 by Bowser, the Mad Cat 2. Everyone was performing well on their side.
Quite
200, 300 really, damage across the board, pretty much. On 228's side, they've got some suppressed damage numbers. Panic Button, only 112. Jiffy, 100. Admiral Korean Jesus and Totok, 36 and 42, respectively.
Yeah, so those two got aggressively pushed on, and it shows in the damage numbers there. And then, yeah, obviously, Panic Button and having to reposition. Not all the time to get a lot of damage in when you're getting pressured that hard by a bloody Commando that is indestructible, those damn Commandos.
Yeah, the Flamers in particular shut him down quite effectively. Once he got him in a overheat loop, Cimarron was able to just get in his back and blow it out with SRMs. Yep.
And that torso was open early, but Panic missed that strike, which was super lucky. He lasted quite a bit longer, just missing that strike. It was literally a slither. I thought, oh, geez, this is going to strip another 20% off him, but it didn't in the end. So that was good. That was lucky there, just to get out the way of it. And we move on to map 3. Where are we going? Oh, we're going to flip the teams too, right? Okay.
Yep, we are now on Tourmaline.
Tourmaline. Now, who is on team 1? It is EMP, right?
Correct.
And 228 on the other side? Okay, right. Little my drawing work? Oh yeah, my drawing a little work there. Okay. So we've got a few minutes for EMP to flip up there. It's Voodoo hasn't claimed his thing, and neither is Ring Cult or Gulik. Maybe we'll do another 500 MC and a Mech Bay giveaway while we have a quick downtime while these guys do their license and stuff.
All right. 500 MC.
Yep. Okay, who's going to take this first one? The 500 MC is Danae Walker. Well done, sir. Make sure you send me a message to claim your MC. I will send you that code, and let's do a mech bay. A mech bay? Yeah, let's do a mech bay. Don't forget, when we do finish this last drop, we'll do another couple of giveaways as well, guys.
Nice to see Daenerys win something, given how much he's done for the community.
Oh.
And who's getting the mech bay?
Who is getting the mech bay, huh?
Gragnock?
Righto. And you know what? I'm feeling generous. Let's do 500 MC again. Yeah.
Okay. Now, Lab's going to come after us for giving away all this stuff.
Oh, yeah. We're in trouble. All the codes. Where are we at with the timer?
They are 2 minutes in, so 3 minutes left.
Okay. And Smalley Salonen, 500 MC. Make sure you send me a message on Twitch to get your prize. Oh, excuse me.
No message on Twitch, no goodies. We do not chase you down.
Yeah, no, we are not going to chase you down. In the meantime, EMP is starting to lock in. So that Alpha Lance, Bravo Lance, and
potentially skipping Charlie.
Maybe, yeah. Oh, maybe not. Okay, looks like they have locked in. Yeah, just strong Alpha Bravo. That's it. That's it.
Yeah, they're being more careful about calling locked this time.
Yeah, teams need to be very careful of that when they lock in. Now, Alpha Bravo. There could be a strong push across. Could very much be a strong push across. Although we did see earlier on the Team 2 on the other, I forget who the drop was. They actually forgave that Alpha Lance entirely. Actually, no, it was EMP last time. Forgave Alpha Lance entirely as Team 2 and just came straight across to Theta. So this is going to be interesting. It's either way to look like they're swapping out a player or maybe doing a bit of a mech lab check at the moment. So I can't really theorize too much about what we're going to see at the moment. But as there's no one here in the Charlie Lance, there's definitely going to be no early Kappa play here or attempts from EMP on Team 1, which probably leaves it fairly open for Blackwatch to go and take it here. They've definitely been quite strong on their capping game tonight, Blackwatch, and then exerting map control, as we saw on that win on Alpine Peaks. Some really good communication and from there within their team, and controlling that game entirely well, and forcing lots of EMP mechs to take risks, extra damage, all that kind of stuff, and that's what cap and map control can do.
So now, given how well EMP in that last match rolled up 228, do you split your forces to get that one unit off on Kappa?
Indeed. Now, do EMP run out here early, though, and take Epsilon? Do they or do they not? I don't know. It can be risky if say, 228 do set up a mech here. You can get a little bit of extra damage in here, or even if they send the mech out here to essentially deny the cap, you can deny it from out here as well. A little bit risky, but sometimes these risky things pull off. Oh, wow, they're locked in already. Oh, woo, okay. Well, we're off and running.
Alpha Bravo for both.
Alpha, very heavy Alpha Bravo for 228 as well there. So I'll just quickly draw that. Bravo and Alpha, there we go. Very, very heavy, ready to go. This might be just going to go at each other's faces here. This could just be an in the face let's go at it. That'd be awesome if it was. I would definitely be on board with that. Now, hopefully I don't bug out or anything. I feel like this is going to be a really aggressive drop. Just the way these lances are set up, this would be pretty sick.
All right.
Okay, what do we have on EMP side, mate? I'll go 228.
Okay, we've got another Hellbringer Virago, Madcat 2C, Vapor Eagle, Madcat 2C, Stalker, Commando, Assassin, and Wolfhound.
Ooh, 228 opting to go for a super aggressive theta push this time, similar to what EMP did against, I don't know who it was, I forget. We saw that earlier.
MJ12.
So very aggressive push up to theta here. EMP are taking Epsilon and Gamma. I do have a little one on spite over here in the blackjack here. He's going to try and deny Epsilon. As I said, actually, this is interesting. It's kind of playing out how I thought it might. A little bit. Not exactly. I didn't expect 228 to really charge up here to Theta. And look at that, a linebacker there for Admiral Korean Jesus. What's on that one there? Is that medium pulse? No, it's 2 ER large and 6 ER mediums. That's an interesting build for the linebacker. Pretty hot too.
Don't think I've seen that particular one in action like that.
I haven't seen that either. Oh, there's a strike here on Reckless. I don't think he's seen it. Oh, ooh. Bang! Reckless down to 86% from one strike and a PPC shot. That's very, very nasty. That definitely hurts. Absolutely, that hurts. And Oblivion is also down to 80% because he got nailed by a strike as well in return. So a bit of strike trading going on here at the moment. But look what I see in the back corner where One Last Bite is, a Commando running onto the butt of One Last Bite. And One Last Bite hasn't seen him yet. Uh-oh. Here comes Stimrug in the Commando. One Last Bite has not seen him. Oh, he knows he's there now because Panic Button has alerted him to what's going on. But that Blackjack has been pushed out of position. In the meantime, though, we now have a 3 cap here for 228. Admiral Korean Jesus has just taken some punishment, I would say, from an airstrike by the way the damage is spread across his mech at 73%. Taking some ER large fire from the Epsilon position there. He's down to 68% now.
He's one blast bite's going to get jumped.
Yeah, excessive damage there. The other mechs here for 228 are pretty fresh here. Dom in the Flea, Panic Button, pretty fresh. One Last Bite, though, they've jumped on the Commando has jumped on One Last Bite and pushed him into the trench. The Commando is going to get One Last Bite down, but Dom and Edmeister are jumping in here to save One Last Bite. Are able to save him, but will they kill Stimrug off or not? I don't know. There's a fight in this bowl thing going on here. And they leg Stimrug. So this is a Commando for a Blackjack. I feel like that might be a good trade. I'm not sure. In the meantime, Admiral Korean Jesus has eaten another strike and is now open torso on what is a super hot build mech, I reckon. I can't say I've run it before, but I reckon it's going to be hot. So losing a torso is definitely going to hurt. Archon Adam Steiner is 6 ER large and an open torso. I'm guessing it's either LFE or standard. If it's standard, the torso is nearly off. Oh, Archon's torso is nearly off, and he's just walked backwards into a strike, but doesn't eat any shells. Geez, Archon Adam Steiner has had the RNG of the Irish tonight. Every strike that's come at him has done really nothing to him. Admiral Korean Jesus is now open CT and halved. Reckless has eaten some more damage at some point because he's down to 65%. Another airstrike, actually, that's what that is. In the meantime, we have Bowser who's at 72% but hasn't really eaten any damage. Edmeister being some sneaky snack in the back corner here, running around the Gamma. Very, very important. 228 are all over this cap control business. EMP not hard capping Gamma may come back to bite them in the ass here. Vex is at 44%. And what is it? Edmeister smells blood. Vex has got 1 ER large left. Dom in the Flea and Edmeister. Edmeister chooses to bail out on chasing Vex there. Oh, Bowser. puts Dom down in that flea. That was, I think that was Gauss on the flea there. Panic button is at, 51%, taking some damage from somewhere, and is just about to lose a torso there on panic button. Open torso, and has already lost a torso. Bowser finishes him off. 228 still don't have the cap lead, actually. But they're, oh no, hang on, no, I lie.
Bowser just ate that strike.
Because Ed Meister is going back to Gamma, finally. But 228 have lost 3 mechs already. This is going to hurt them. And Archon Adam Steiner is open torso as well. Oh no, he's lost the torso. And he's open CT. I think, I get the feeling that the EMP are going to be very aggressive soon here and push in for a finishing. Oblivion SK is now at, what is that, 53%. Open everywhere, and is about to eat another strike that he hasn't seen. Oh, fruitcake! 53% down to 41, and he's lost, just about lost the torso from that now. Bowser's also eating a stupid amount of damage up here. What's going on here? He's 38%. He's lost the torso, and has lots of lasers left, so that's gonna suck. He's open CT as well. Chimera moves up, finishes Archon Adam Steiner. Chimera finishes Oblivion, and here comes the final movement here of these mechs. Jiffy finishes off. No, he doesn't get Reckless. Reckless is hiding behind Chimera here, trying to stay alive desperately. He's one shot from death. Can Jiffy get him? I'm not sure. Can Jiffy finish off Reckless? No, he's unable to finish him off with that shot. Hits it, but doesn't hit him enough in the CT to do the work. There's a little blue going on here between Imminent and Ed Meister. Ed Meister is legged in the Vulcan there. Imi gets his leg off.
Don't back. Oh, strike got him.
And Selloth finishes off Admiral Korean Jesus. And, there we go. All the mechs are dead. Wow, Reckless 30%, Bowser 34%, and Vex 43%. I don't know how Vex is still alive. They only got like 1 torso left or something. I don't know where is he? He's at the Stargate now. Holy shit. I thought Ed Meister was going to go and finish him off, actually, to be honest, and then go back and finish Gamma, but it didn't quite happen. Wow. Run through the damage numbers. Whew. That was a lot going on there.
All right. For EMP, Chimera in the Stalker, 624 damage. Zimrog in the Commando, only 12. So, yeah, the Commando for Blackjack Jade.
Yeah, Commando only doing 12 damage. Not much at all, but I guess it was enough to move off. Who was it? One last bite in that Blackjack out of that position where he was controlling Epsilon and allowing EMP to put a mech there. I forget who it was. They definitely put a mech there after they got one last bite down, but ooh.
Yeah, your high damage on 228 side would be Jiffy and the Summoner Prime with 488. Dom and the Flea only did 64. There. Admiral Korean Jesus in that interesting linebacker build, only 117. But he got Theta early, so he did his job.
He definitely got Theta early. That was a super early Theta movement there for 228. So I felt like maybe 228 could have sat back a little bit then and just sort of rode the caps just a little bit and maybe sent even like the flea bags out to Gamma or something. I don't know. Although EMP did have some Overwatch of that channel, so they would have seen them coming as well. So very interesting, good drops, good fun. 2-1 to EMP over Blackwatch. So EMP qualify in first from the NA Invitational. Blackwatch qualify through second. And
just waiting for a Smoke Adder Majestic 12 result, aren't we?
I think we are. The MJ12, it's 1-1 against SA. So the result of that match will then, all these guys go through to the finals, EMP 228, SA, and MJ12. But this is more to go into where seeding is going to be and stuff like that later on. So it's going to be very cool to see what happens and how this ends up. Let's do a couple more giveaways and then we can round out the stream.
All right. What would you like to give away first?
50 GSP. Let's go with that.
All right, 138 of you in the drawing.
Okay. Who is going to win?
Warmaster Raptor.
Warmaster Raptor. Okay, cool. No worries. 50 GSP coming your way, sir. Make sure you send me a message. Let's do 500 MC. Actually, we can do 2 lots of 500 MC.
Okay. First one going now. Yeah, Reckless.
So, Reckless, 500 MC.
That's another one that, no excuses, I know you know how to whisper. And second batch.
Second batch, all right.
This is nice. Good mix of names I recognize and a bunch I don't. Dr. Killer,
Dr.
1207.
Killer 1207, come on down. 500 MC for you. And let's round out with a McBay.
One mech bay as requested. And again, whisper, just call me Ash. Via Twitch to get your codes.
Yeah, send it to me, boys. What was this again? Mech Bay.
This was the mech bay. Stone Falcon.
Stone Falcon. There we go, Stoney. All right, beautiful. Well, that rounds it out. That pretty much rounds it out. Just quickly, guys, any subs is definitely appreciated. I know we're pushing that pretty hard. We want to try and get Twitch partner and also front page for Twitch come for the finals. So every little, even your Twitch Prime subs, all this sort of stuff really, really helps us out here at MWO Leagues to get to the front page. We want to put MWO Comp on the map. Why not, right? Like, it's our favorite game. I mean, we're all here playing it constantly, so let's keep up with that. You can also help out and support us on Matcherino. I will stick the link in the chat there. And if you've got a way of supporting us there and the tournament and all the players and the teams and all that sort of stuff, please do so.
And
mate,
if you
thank you very much for today. It was awesome.
Yeah, on the Matcherino, if you look, there are some things you can get other than just the feel-good feeling of contributing to the tournament. You can get training time with a bunch of the teams you just saw play tonight. Mm-hmm. Streamers are offering seat time with them, so you can get stuff out of this too.
Plenty of ways to get involved. We also have sponsor proposals as well. So if you have someone that may be interested in sponsoring as a business, hit me up and we can have a chat. Well, great games from everybody today. Oh, geez, it was super action. Really good drops. Some 2-1 drops as well in there. Some really close decisions. Some close games. I love it. Thank you, viewers, all for coming out and viewing today. Thank you for all the subs. All those sub bombs were awesome, man. Thank you very much for that. Please make sure you click that follow button. So when we go live, you guys know. Not exactly sure when we'll be back next. We do have to do some seeding for all the teams that qualified. So we will look into doing that. sometime over the next month or so, and we will get back to you on that. So stay tuned. Make sure you're on the Discord, paying attention to what's going on. And I believe we'll do some fight nights this coming week for CompQ, the Thursday and the Saturday windows. We will do some organize some fight nights and stuff, and try and get a bunch of teams in the queue and all that sort of stuff. So if you have any questions, jump on the Discord, ask us. Happy to answer, happy to help. I think that basically rounds out the cast.
Yeah, I got nothing else.
Thank you, Kello, for driving the ship tonight, mate. Much appreciated as always. Viewers, thank you guys again for all tuning in, and we will catch you again next time. See you later.
Evening all.